you. He's the best player on this offense, bar none. There's not a single guy on the offense that can create explosive plays.
I don't know. Jamal Chambers very explosive, too.
He's not scoring a 60-yard touchdown.
Yeah, but he's running through a lot of people.
That is true.
I like seeing that, too. But huge run there. And who will it be at kicker, number 26?
Let's figure this out. 26 is not on the roster, so we're going to have to – I'm just going to call Armando Moran. Kick is up and good for the Bulldogs. Lincoln.
I mean, debut kicker. Don't know who this is.
We're gonna call him. We're gonna refer to him as Mondo Moran.
I don't. He looks a lot different from Mondo.
we're just guessing. I don't know. I have no. We're gonna call him Mondo just for the time being. That's what we're gonna go with. All right.
I don't think Armando Moran plays for the New Albany Bulldogs football team.
I do not think he does, but that's what we're gonna call it. All right. Let's not focus about the kicker situation. Let's talk about the
RJ.
Let's talk about the 6-yard touchdown run for RJ Long and how it was set up. We saw earlier in the game on that same counter run play, there's a big gap. RJ tripped up at the line of scrimmage the last time. This time, nobody touched him. There were guys that had an angle on RJ Long, and he just ran straight past them for a 60-yard touchdown run. I'm telling you, when he gets going down the field, he's dang near impossible to bring down.
I mean, when RJ's going down the sideline, it's crazy. That guy's like 220 pounds.
RJ? He's not 220.
210.
No, he's not.
He's around that range,
He is
I would
not
say.
a 200-pound man.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
No way you don't think he's over 200.
Okay, well, let's check our roster here.
He's listed over 200. I guarantee it.
He is not. 34, RJ. He is 206.
I know everything. I know everything about RJ Long.
I apologize. I'm out on my game. Short kick here from New Albany Bulldogs. Going to take a quick New Albany bounce. Fielded by the attempt by Michael Jones. Jones to the outside. Gets to the sideline. Still on his feet. It's going to be a face mask. Jones cuts back. They're blowing the play dead. Are they calling him out of bounds?
Nowhere near out of bounds. Kept himself up.
You can see the frustration on Jones's face. I do not believe he touched that white paint.
Well, was it on Columbus East, the penalty?
No, it was a face mask on New Albany.
Then
he was going to run that back for a touchdown, Lincoln.
That was a touchdown. And
I think I'm going to take a quick guess of who they're going to try to target on this drive to get him his touchdown back. Michael Jones now robbed of an incredible play. You can see his frustration there on the field. I was watching. I mean, we are on the side of the sideline where he was at, Lincoln. I do not believe he stepped out.
I mean, I think Coach Cooley on the sideline now is probably saying could have, would have, should have. Definitely a good call he'd be happy with.
Well, I don't know if he's going to be happy with the result of this at all because Columbus.
Well, I mean, the play was blown dead. It would have been a touchdown. At least you have the chance now to stop them. But
well, Lincoln, I'm going to dig on your Bengals now. Whenever the Bengals get a play blown dead, they can still go and score. If you remember that Raiders game.
I do remember that Raiders game. It was the first playoff game we won since before I was even born. So
it's the first playoff game the Bengals won since the American Civil War. That's not actually true.
It is not.
Do not put that on Wikipedia. Handoff, right side. Gain of about 9 there. J.D. Roeder. Been a bit of a workhorse here for Columbus East tonight. Gain of 9. Braden Kuiper in there on the tackle. They'll mark him a little shorter.
Fun first quarter.
Very fun first quarter. Explosive plays. I don't know what I liked more, the Moss by Michael Jones or R.J. Long's 60-yard touchdown run.
Well, I don't know.
Me personally, no bias. I liked R.J.'s touchdown run just a little more. You know, R.J. before the game walked up to me, said, "What's up?" And now he scored. I'm telling you, good things happen when they say hi to me. I'm telling you, man.
I also just like running the ball more. It's cooler to me. So I'm taking the long run because a long run always is satisfying to me.
I don't know. I'm more of a fan of a dude getting
I feel like if you break some tackles, bounce to the outside, go untouched, pretty cool.
Well, we can dispute that while we take a quick break here. When we return, it's New Albany Bulldog football here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS, New Albany.
This broadcast of New Albany Athletics on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 323 Inc., 413 Fitness, Abersold Florist, Amanda Braden with Schuler Bauer, Annie Lou's Pet Sitting Service, Auto Warehouse, Awaiting Serenity Massage Therapy, LLC, Be Kind Shirts, Bliss Travel Inc., Bulldog Tax Service Inc., Caesars Foundation of Floyd County, Calumet Club, Camp Quality Kentuckiana, Candy Pierce with Jan Schultz Realtors, Casa of Floyd County, and Chestnuts and Pro.
Welcome back to New Albany Bulldog football here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS New Albany. A very entertaining first quarter here. Columbus East at the New Albany 37, looking to score once again. 2nd and 2 from the New Albany 37. My name is Cooper Jaggers, being joined by Lincoln Stevens on color commentary. Lincoln's been a good one tonight. A lot of highlights on both sides. Well,
I don't know if you'd say a lot. You got one big highlight for New Albany.
One very, very big highlight for New Albany. 60-yard touchdown run by R.J. Long to make this a one-score game, but Columbus East looking to strike back just as the Empire did 45 years ago. Villarreal looking to the right, looking to pass here. That was Keaton Lawson in and out of his hands. Going to bring up a big 3rd down here for New Albany. I think this is where you dial up the pressure to try to get them into an unmanageable 4th down situation.
Like we mentioned, that 60-yard touchdown. R.J. Long now been on both sides of a touchdown. Got that big touchdown thrown on him earlier to start the game. Then he kind of made up for it.
He brought it back. A 60-yard touchdown for R.J. Have we mentioned that R.J. Long scored a 60-yard touchdown?
I don't think so.
No, me either. Hand off to the right side. This is going to be bottled up. J.D. Roeder, I do not think he got to that line to gain.
I don't think he was close. And
he got back to the line of scrimmage.
There's number 18 on there, Deshaun Cunningham, at the line. I think he got a tackle for a loss there. Good play by Deshaun Cunningham.
It is a loss of 1. Deshaun Cunningham coming down from the strong safety position to set the tone. 4th and 3 now. This is a big moment in this game for New Albany, Lincoln. This is a defense
that could really turn the tide.
We've seen flashes of brilliance against Indy Lutheran. This is a situation where New Albany needs to bring it defensively.
I feel like giving them this much space in the secondary is crazy.
Villarreal looking, he's going to step up, run for a 1st down. You get down inside the 30, down to about the 26.
Coverage was good, but you always know when the coverage is good, quarterback has always got the chance to run. You can't give Villarreal the chance to run.
He was also just unaccounted for. There's no linebacker in there accounting for the quarterback. I know it's hard to do when you're trying to get on the receivers, and then you got Bij Asher, very, very solid tight end who can hurt you. You got to account for the quarterback. Villarreal, a dangerous pass to the left side of the field, overthrew a screen there. It's like Chandre Oliver, if he stayed home, would have had a walk-in touchdown on a pick 6. Bro didn't see the ball.
Saw a lot of white jerseys coming down near that ball. I did think it was going to get intercepted, but a lot of zip on that ball.
I think if it was completed to Michael Jones, it would be what in football terms we call a hospital ball, because he had about 3 defenders going right at him.
Take a rip at the Colts. You had a quarterback that was very
Peyton
good at
Manning
those.
did throw a lot of hospital balls. Hand up the middle to Roeder. Going to fall forward for a strong run here. Gain of about 8. If my spot is correct. My spot is way off. Looking at where the chains are. 3rd and 4 now for Columbus East. New Albany got the 3rd down stop they needed previously on the drive of the big TFL for Deshaun Cunningham, who's now coming off the field.
Got a play from Deshaun earlier. Going to need to have some play similar to that.
Villarreal looking to the right side. This one is caught. I believe this would be a 1st down. That was 85, Paxton Thompson, Allen Ray on the tackle here.
I feel like Allen Ray tried too hard to reach for the ball when it's out of his hands. I think try to just stay on the guy. He looked like he kind of let off of him and was away from him during that play. I think if he was closer to him, could have stopped it.
Well, to quote former Florida Gators safety, Mr. Major Wright, you gotta want, well, not exact quote, but you gotta want him. You can't just want the ball all the time. Allen, I think he saw pick 6. He saw him. He was breaking on an out route, could not get to the ball. Hand off to the right side. Keeper for Villarreal. Something we've been looking for all night. A nice carry for Villarreal. Give me a gain of about 7. I think they need to go.
He got all of us there. He got the defense. He got us. It's the first time they did a QB keeper.
If we had a
I don't think it'll be the last time.
No, if we had a camera crew, he would have got them too. Those are my favorite types of read options, is when the quarterback sells the fake so well they get the entire camera crew to follow the running back. This is not a read option. Hand off to the left side to Rodert. Bottled up.
My favorite moment of Cameron not following the quarterback was when Peyton Manning did it, and he just slowly jogged into the end zone a yard out.
Peyton as a Bronco, not my favorite Peyton.
Yeah.
Well, I was barely alive for Peyton as a Colt, but the Colts won the Peyton Bowl last weekend, if you didn't know. Big dub over our little brother, the Denver Broncos. 3rd and 2 here. Villarreal sells the fake, rolling right, looking to the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. That is number 11, Camden Shelby. First catch of the game. 10-yard touchdown. A pretty efficient clip to be operating at for Camden Shelby.
Got him on the board, too. They got special clips to
do.
play after a guy gets a touchdown.
It's
I
like
that.
Sunday Night Football.
And there's the fireworks.
There's the fireworks. That's my dude. I hope Columbus East keeps scoring because I love the fireworks. I know I'm a very sarcastic person. It might sound like I am kidding. I am not. I do love those fireworks.
I really like the fireworks before the game even started. There was a lot.
That is true. Extra point for Nihalani. Up and good. Well, I talked about the Disney World fireworks earlier. I don't know how much it costs to go to Disney World, but it's a lot, right?
I wouldn't know. I've never gone. Like I said.
Let me see what Google AI has to say about this.
Yeah, I never go with the actual results. I just go with whatever Google AI tells me, and they normally lie to me, but it's okay.
All right. Okay, according to Google AI, approximately $5,000 for a budget-friendly family of 4 to over $10,000 for a higher-end family experience. But our radio teacher is saying she's paying $800 for 4 days, even though I believe she has a friend that works at Disney World, so she probably gets a discount and does not account for the whole population. No offense intended there.
Well, I mean, I would take the discount if
I
could
would take the
discount.
discount to go to Disney. So I know one of my sister's friends has like a pass. It is a season pass.
I don't know if I'd take the
I don't care
pass
enough
to go. I don't know anything about Disney. I've never been there.
I like 2 rides. I like Guardians. Guardians of the Galaxy is very cool. It made my stepdad throw up. And then
I don't know any of the rides they got there.
Tron, if you go, Tron is elite. Short hop at the 4 here, fielded by Kaiser. Big block here on the outside. Kaiser going to cut back. Gets about the 22. Well, Lincoln, they call it the most magical place on earth. I do not believe Disney World is the most magical place on earth. That's just
I think
my
it's the
opinion.
football field. I love watching football.
Well, I would assume.
I'd rather watch football all day than go to Disney.
Well, it's a lot cheaper to watch football than it is to go to Disney. And you go to Disney, you wait in lines all day. It's very hot. It's in Central Florida.
I don't know. Red Zone ticket's pretty expensive.
Sunday ticket, yeah. Well, inflation has caused the price of Sunday ticket to skyrocket.
And they added commercials.
They did. They added that to Red Zone. That's so.
Yeah, it was
so
Red Zone they added it to. Thank you.
I was very deeply upset about that. New Albany kicking this drive off. They're on 23. RJ bouncing it outside, breaks off a couple of tackles. A big stiff arm by RJ Long. Going to be a gain of about 7 for RJ. He says all the time to feed him. New Albany definitely feeding RJ here tonight. RJ is well fed.
Did you call him RJ Ryback Long?
I'm not doing wrestling references on this broadcast, Lincoln. 6 carries, 76 yards.
If you don't know,
touchdown.
he said feed me more a lot. So
I don't think many of our listeners watched WWE in 2013 to know Ryback.
Yeah, probably not. But
Handoff left side to RJ Long. Going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Possibly a loss here
I think it was
for
a
RJ.
loss.
Link, you got a better angle than me. What's your verdict?
Loss of a yard.
Well, I'm gonna take your word for it.
And I'm right.
I'm proud of you. Good job. Big 3rd down now.
They're not moving the marker, but it is shorter from where it is. And I know it.
I think you go right back to RJ here. Columbus East showing blitz, loading up the box. 7 men crowding the line of scrimmage. I'm really liking Michael Jones hyping up the crowd. Hand off to the left side. RJ Long, he is stopped in his tracks. Christian Austin, the linebacker, flying in there to get him down.
Does not look like the offense will move.
I don't think they should. I also don't like the play call. You have 7 dudes showing.
The offense will move.
I don't understand it. I think your defense has not shown an ability to stop Columbus East all night. I think your best chance to compete in this game is to go for it right here. It's a short yard situation, 4th and 2. It's a longer 2. But you've seen how RJ has the ability to make these big plays. He got a nice run to start the drive. And then you don't go back to the right side of the field with him. I don't see the decision making there.
It's a delay a game.
He's going to move the punt back even more now for the Dogs. You know, I'll tell you what. They're sending everybody at Clay right now. That's what I'm seeing.
I think that's a good decision. We've seen the bobbled snaps from this New Albany punt team. So if that happens and you have everybody going,
I'm saying you just put them up, say let's go, and go fake punt.
Clay can throw the ball, but I don't know. I don't know the targets.
Have Clay run. Throw it to Brian Johnson down here. We're going to have to wait and see a timeout by Coach Cooley. We're going to take a quick break here. When we return, it's New Albany Bulldog football here on the voice of your New Albany Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors. CLLB Law, Clarksville Little Theater, A Clean Start LLC, Cody and Neely Law Office, Copier Mart, Cornerstone Foundation and Waterproofing LLC, Derby Dinner Playhouse, Discovery Time 2.
EatSleepWrestle.com, Encore School of Music and Arts, English Roofing, First Harrison Bake, Floyd County Animal Rescue League, and the Floyd County Library.
Welcome back to New Albany Bulldog football here on the best in the Midwest, the voice of the Bulldogs. Every other nickname that I've stolen from my peers over my years in WNAS would apply.
Whoa, that rhymed. Peers over the years.
I mean, all right, thank you. I didn't even realize it. Maybe I have a career in freestyle rapping ahead of me if college doesn't work out. You'll see me.
I think you'll have it. Start a SoundCloud.
See me on SoundCloud. Snap is over Kaiser's head. It's gonna be a safety for New Albany. Clay, scratch that. Gets out of the end zone. Clay cutting back to the left side. Kaiser with room to run, cutting back. Drop down to 13. A flag in the secondary here. We're going to have to see what this is. If it's defensive holding, that would be a first down for New Albany.
Don't know what it is.
The defense is heading out. This is a bad snap overall. Good on Clay to just get it out of the end zone.
You know, I mentioned just before it seemed bad snaps on the punt team.
It's going to be holding on New Albany. Just going to give Columbus the ball. I believe it's a 16-yard line here. Definitely the field position you would want, Lincoln.
I mean, Clay Kaiser ran about 50 yards in the end zone, too.
50 yards for about 10. It reminds me of Spencer Rattler in the pocket, looking for his lethal number 1 option, Dante Pettis down the field. You got to love Saints football this season.
Feel bad for the guy.
I feel bad for Saints fans. They've been terrible their entire franchise's history.
Except with Drew Brees.
Yep. They
had losing seasons when
they also won the Super Bowl. So
yeah,
I think that eliminates everything in that era, especially because their losing seasons were still better than the average Saints season.
Yeah.
And now the Saints are back to being absolutely awful. Flea flicker here. It's going to end up back in Villarreal's hands. He's going to run out of bounds for a 5-yard sack.
That'd be a sack for Grant Williams. He was the closest guy there.
I guess it will be a sack for Chicago Bears superfan Grant Williams,
who still thinks Caleb Williams is good.
He thinks Caleb Williams is the man. I tell him every day he is wrong, because Caleb Williams is not the answer in Chicago. Tune in to Morning Huddle, 6 to 7:30 Friday mornings. If you want to hear me rip Caleb Williams even more, I do it every week. He is truly the gift that keeps on giving in his mediocrity as a starting quarterback.
New Albany loading up the line, a bunch of players right there.
New Albany showing blitz, drops back. This is intercepted on the left side of the field. This is Allen Ray with the pick. Allen Ray going to be down about the 18-yard line.
Good look there by the defense. I mean,
I like that. You show the pressure, you drop it back. Villarreal a guy that is he's very quick with his reads. He's going to let go of the ball. That's a big stop for New Albany's defense. Like, and I cannot stress how much momentum that saves for New Albany. This is a game that's about to get out of hand. It's about to be a 21-point game. New Albany with the big stop to get their offense back on the field.
When you have good targets like Kyson Villarreal does, you sense the pressure. You want to get that ball out to one of them. Great drop back from Allen Ray, was right there, right to Allen Ray. Great interception right there.
It's just a nice look. Villarreal was expecting pressure, didn't see it, and panicked. Hand off to RJ Long. RJ bouncing out to the right side. RJ getting upfield. RJ still on his feet down the sideline. It's going to be where they mark him out of bounds. I'll tell you what, if RJ didn't, he was trying to tiptoe the sideline. If he doesn't get brought down or pushed out of bounds, that is a touchdown for RJ Long.
I think he stepped out around the 35-yard line.
Flag down in the backfield. This one's coming back. But like we've mentioned before, I assume at some point, the Keandre Winford game a couple years back, New Albany, when they won regionals, Keandre, a big game to defeat Columbus East. Wholly on Columbus East in the secondary, definitely going to help New Albany out, but I'd assume they decline the penalty depending on where they spot RJ. I think RJ definitely trying to channel his inner Keandre Winford and just absolutely carry New Albany to a victory tonight. He got burnt early in the secondary, and he has been near perfect since then. New Albany first down now.
You know, I like RJ, but I don't know if he's any Keandre.
I think he's better. RJ handoff, left side of the field, gain of about 8 for RJ. Like we said, he wants to be fed the ball. RJ needs to be well fed. He needs to go home with a full belly. Gain of 8 there for RJ Long. Dogs now knocking on the door of midfield.
Not trying to argue for the rest of the game, so I will leave it at I do not believe RJ Long is better than Keandre Winford.
Well, I think you're wrong, and we're going to leave it at that. Long, carry to the left side. RJ running through the entire defense for a gain of 4. RJ Long starting to feel it now. Already almost.
He ran through a few of the players on the defense.
He ran through over half of them. I'm going to give him I round up. I'll go to the whole defense. RJ Long near the century
taking him out
mark.
of the game.
Now going out of the game. I think I think they're trying to save him for defense, but it doesn't really make. He says to me, dude has 11 carries for 98 yards. He's dominating the game, but
he does look tired on the sideline. I saw him walking off.
I think the adrenaline will keep him going. Low snap, hand off to Chambers. Chambers is going to fall forward for a gain of about 5. The ground game really starting to get going for New Albany. Chambers not having too bad of a game himself. 7 carries for 48 yards for Jamal.
Solid game from both running backs. This is something we haven't seen recently in the past few weeks, but really hitting their stride to start this game off.
You know, with the talent, this is what you should expect. Back to the pistol. Hand off to Chambers. He's going to be stuffed up at the line of scrimmage. It looks like Jamal lost the football. Columbus East saying they have it. It's a turnover. Jamal Chambers fumbles the ball, recovered by Columbus East. A drive killer, and Jamal still down on the field.
I think he's just upset.
He's just mad at himself.
Jamal Chambers, a guy that I know has strong hands, might have been fighting for extra yards like we see him do. This time it didn't pay off.
It looked like – hold up. It looked like it was number 4, Christian Austin, came in there, crashed down. Jamal reached for that extra yard. The ball got punched out. Textbook technique there by Christian Austin to get the Olympians back on the field. Turnovers now starting to tell the story of the game. Big momentum swings from these turnovers here in this first half. A disappointing drive, though, for New Albany, especially with how good R.J. Long was going. Villarreal handoff to Rodert. He's pushing forward for a gain of about 5.
Looks like the New Albany defense is now ripping at the ball, trying to get the ball out of their hands, just trying to force turnovers, give their offense a chance.
I think you keep RJ. I'm going to go back to the drive for New Albany and in the turnover. I think you got to ride the legs of RJ Long until they fall off at this point. The dude is having an incredible game. He's the reason you're on the board. I don't think you can strip that opportunity away for him to lead you down the field.
Got to feed him.
Villarreal fakes the handoff to Roder, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield for a sack. It's 54. It's James Smith. Already had a TFL earlier in this one. Now a sack for Smith, a guy who wasn't supposed to be playing in this game. Like I said, Caden Price, a late inactive for New Albany. He told me in weightlifting today that he wasn't going to play.
With the way he's performing, maybe
he might just play.
Caden Price might be out a bit longer than we think.
No, don't diss on my guy, Big Price. The price is right in New Albany. I'm a fan of Caden Price. 3rd and 8. Villarreal can be a screen pass. This is going to be picked off. Kaiser coming back.
Kaiser's going to go all the way.
A pick 6 for Clay Kaiser, and New Albany is back in the football game. The second interception of the game for Villarreal, the first defensive touchdown of the season for New Albany.
Normally, when you see a screen pass, you know it's about to happen. You had 4 guys on Villarreal, but Villarreal mistimes the screen. His receiver wasn't ready. Clay Kaiser was, though. Right to Clay Kaiser, right in the breadbasket. There was no catching him.
I like the downfield blocking on the return as well. I think New Albany is doing a very good job of making Villarreal feel uncomfortable back there.
I'm liking the blitz looks from New Albany. New Albany's sending the pressure. New Albany's looking aggressive on defense. Something you know about with the Colts now. My guy, Lou Anarumo.
He wasn't your guy last year when y'all were giving up 40 a game.
That's because he didn't have any talent on the defense.
The mystery kicker for New Albany's extra point is up and good. We're going to call him Armando Moran, even though we are not sure if he is on the team anymore.
So I don't think he is.
Well, he's going to get credit with 2 extra points here tonight, no matter what. So make this one 21-14, Columbus East. And then we're going to take a quick break when we return. So Albany Bulldog football here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 8.1 WNAS, New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Falula Makes 5, Friends of Adam Dickey, Full Moon Martial Arts, Glow Aesthetics, Grindhouse Pro Wrestling, Gumma Heating and Cooling, Handy Storage, Heather Robinson Realty, HelpSellMyRV.com, Hoosier Action Committee, House of K Boutique, J. Allen Formalwear, Jason Bilal's Music, Jeff Strold Agency, John Waters Incorporated.
Welcome back to New Albany Bulldog football here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS New Albany. If you're just now tuning in, we have a ball game, Lincoln.
I mean, the defense is looking good, and apart from that fumble we did see from the New Albany offense, the offense isn't looking bad either with the run game from R.J. Long and Jamal Chambers, who did have the fumble. But
I say take R.J. out of the secondary and have him run every possession the rest of the game. I don't care.
I haven't seen Jamal on defense much either.
So low kick. Michael Jones fields it at the 15. Jones cuts back. He has blockers down the sideline. Can be brought down about the 45. They're going to blow it dead. Players still playing through. The saying is play to the whistle, playing through the whistle.
I mean, the last time they marked him down, he stayed up, just propping himself up.
Should have had a touchdown.
So maybe nice to give him a little bit of leeway there after you robbed him of a touchdown earlier on.
It's 22, J.C. Carrasco. Getting him down, though, that gives Columbus the ball at midfield at their own 46-yard line. Just not tuning in, it was a pick 6 on a screen pass by Clay Kaiser, a 43-yard interception return for a touchdown.
And now you have that defense that just got that big play, that big touchdown right back out there, and you have a quarterback that's already thrown 2 interceptions already through the first half. I think this is a good sign for New Albany.
New Albany also doing a good job stopping the run. Handoff to Road to the right side. James Smith back there again for the Bulldogs. It'd be a loss of 1.
I think we found a new starter.
Gotta be.
He's there every play.
Every play, James Smith. Making his presence felt. Now, R.J. Long back at their corner. Lincoln, I gave you my thoughts on this earlier. I think R.J. needs to be reserved specifically for offense, how much New Albany has needed him tonight. 98 yards on 11 carries and a touchdown.
You don't want to take him out when he's tired on offense, so you don't want him to get tired from defense.
Especially from playing corner. He's on Keaton Lawson, the number 1 for Columbus East. It's going to be a false start now for Columbus East. And Lincoln, I have not seen this New Albany sideline this alive in a long time.
This Columbus East offense is worried.
Looking rattled. It's like I feel like every radio thing I've ever done I've called back to Rocky. Okay? But it's like in Rocky 1 where Apollo knocks him down and Mickey's telling Rocky to stay down and Rocky gets back up and Apollo turns around expecting him to be down. He sees him stand up and you see the live flash from his eyes.
Are you calling New Albany Rocky?
Yes.
So you're saying they're still going to lose?
I don't know, but another tackle for a loss. Is that James Smith again?
It's Clay Kaiser and
It looks like Landon Keller. It looks like
hurt.
Keller.
He's hurt bad.
Yeah. It's like something.
They credited Deshaun Cunningham on the tackle.
I don't think Deshaun's in the game, or at least I hope not.
It's a bad injury to see. That's a guy works hard. So
we're going to take a quick break here. When we return, it's Bulldog football here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Call's Body Shop, Knights of Columbus, Kraft Sporting Goods, LP Marketing, Legacy Pizza, Libs Paving Company, Limelight Photography, Lorch Neville Ward LLC, Louisville Orthopedic Clinic, Louisville Telegrams, Lion Roofing, McKinney Law Office, Mansion 1886, Maple Manor Christian Home, and Mariposa.
Welcome back to New Albany football here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 8.1 WNAS New Albany. It was Landon Keller, the injured Bulldog.
Sorry, I did say Deshaun Cunningham. I was saying that he was credited on the tackle. It was Landon Keller that did get hurt, though.
Deshaun was not in on the tackle.
Yeah. It was Clay Kaiser and Landon Keller, so a big play by him there. Hoping he's okay.
I think he doesn't look like anything gross, but it looks like he's been having a bit of a shoulder problem, so we're going to monitor that. So don't like to speculate, but it seems pretty obvious. 3rd and 16 now for this Columbus East offense, an offense that is desperate for an answer. Villarreal takes the snap, looking deep, feeling the pressure. He's going to step up to run. Villarreal brought down. Got a gain of 4, but Kaiser able to bring him down. New Albany now getting the ball back. Lincoln, the momentum is teetering towards the Bulldogs right
It's
now.
a scenic view over Columbus East. It looks like a movie out there for the New Albany Bulldog defense. They are playing great. I mean,
This defense.
this is the best I've seen them play in a long time. It's been over a year since I've seen them play this good.
This is the defense that showed up against Indianapolis Lutheran earlier in the season. The defense we were speculating you could see.
I feel like this defense is showing up even more than what they were at New Albany against Lutheran.
I'll tell you what, if I'm Coach Cooley, I'm telling my guys rushing the punter to be aggressive but be as conservative as possible. You do not want to give a free set of downs. Timeout for Columbus East. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, it's New Albany football here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Mathis Pharmacy, Maxwell's House of Music, Myers White Incorporated, Midtown Print Company, Miracle Method Surface Refinishing, Mustard Seed, City of New Albany, the New Albany Housing Authority, the New Albany Lions Club, the New Albany Professional Firefighters Union, New Washington State Bank, The Odd Shop, Olmsted Parks Conservancy, and Olive Tree Resources.
Welcome back to New Albany Bulldog football here on the voice of said Bulldogs that have been previously mentioned throughout the course of this broadcast and on all WNAS programming. Best in the Midwest, 88.1 WNAS, New Albany. Here's Cooper Jaggers being joined by Lincoln Stevens on color commentary. 1:54 remaining here in this first half. High snap for no reason. I don't know why Brian would do that. Seems kind of rude.
Brian Johnson just likes hitting.
He just
people.
likes to hit. That was,
You
that was just
asked
mean.
the question that you know why Brian Johnson hit the guy. He just likes to do it.
The ball was being surrounded by Columbus East. The Columbus East punt team. Brian just runs up to a dude and lays him out.
Could you imagine just standing there like watching the punt roll down and you get laid out?
Well, I played basketball with Brian, and he's boxed me out before, and he hip checked me to the floor. So I can tell you it doesn't feel good. what's not making me feel good is R.J. Long being on the sideline. Guys really carried the load for New Albany offensively here tonight. Mayfield, handoff to Chambers. Chambers up the middle. A big gap for Jamal Chambers. Chambers bounces out to the right side, down the sideline.
I think you got to put some respect on Jamal's name as well.
I'm sorry for the doubt. A big game.
I was not familiar with your game.
I was familiar with this game. A big gain for Jamal Chambers. Let's do this quick math when they spot the ball.
You got to wait.
Now New Albany will be kicking off to start the half. This is something that New Albany really needs a touchdown here. R.J. Long now in the game.
R.J. 30 yards.
Bouncing out. R.J. dragging a man. Going to be brought out for a gain of about 2. It's like a gain of 30 for Chambers. New Albany putting up some impressive rushing numbers here tonight. Chambers, after the fumble, making up for it now. 9 carries for 78 yards. Hearing a go Dogs here from the New Albany section. Timeout on the field here.
Small New Albany section, but you know,
they're
for how they're playing, the Dogs section may have wanted to show up. Could help the Dogs out, but I don't know. The Dogs are
playing
well
their best
without
game
it.
of the season. But I'm telling you, this is a gettable game. Columbus East gave up 34 points to a Seymour team that has not been able to score this season. So it's definitely not unapproachable for New Albany. It's a game that they can go out. They got to go out and get it. Chambers back in the game now at tailback, giving the back judge there a fist bump. I'd be honored to receive a fist bump from Mr. Jamal Chambers.
Got a fist bump from R.J. Long the other day. Still haven't forgotten about that one.
I was right with you. I also got a fist bump from R.J. 2nd and 8 now for New Albany. Hand off to Chambers. Chambers breaking some tackles. Going to be stood up and driven backwards there by a sea of orange. That was Dallas Dykstra there on the tackle. One of the tacklers in
tackler.
Guy that's going to be all over the field now. 3rd and 8 for New Albany. 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Lincoln, if Jalen Wells Henderson is pressed up, I think you gotta go for the throat if you're New Albany. You gotta go for the kill and just go at him.
Looked like Gray Mayfield requested for R.J. Long to be subbed in.
Very good timeout for the New Albany Bulldogs. 46 seconds remaining here in the first half. We're going to take a quick underwriting grant break. When we return, it's New Albany football here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS, New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors. Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services, and what message are you sending? Paget Inc., Pearl Street Treats, Periago Orthodontics, Plainview Cleaners, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 502, Richard Poe Family Dentistry, Red Barn Antique Mall LLC, Remax Ability First, Elliot Quillo and Marlena White, Rubbin' Butts, Ruoff Mortgage, Sacred Rose Medicinals, Samsel Sound DJ and Videographer, and Shad Law.
Welcome back to New Albany Bulldog football here on the Voice of those said Bulldogs that have been previously mentioned. 88.1 WNAS New Albany. Big 3rd down now. 3rd and 8. Clay Kaiser now in the game. After we saw a bit of an interesting situation. It looked like Grady called Jamal off the field, asked for RJ. Now Clay on the field. 3rd and 8. Mayfield feeling the pressure. A screen to Kaiser. Nothing going for Clay. It's going to be a big loss. Clay looks like he got back to the original line of scrimmage. East has 1 timeout remaining. I expect them to use it. Have not called the timeout yet.
I would take it, but
now,
if you're New Albany and they don't take this timeout, I'd let the clock run down and just chuck something up there at the end of the quarter when time expires.
Wouldn't hurt you. I would say a half that I think is surprising the New Albany fan base and even the people playing for New Albany. This is a half that I do not think they could have expected to go this way. Mayfield's got to be where the clock, almost a pick 6. Mayfield threw it right at Greg Kraft.
Now you give Columbus East a chance. They didn't run down the clock.
Okay, Lincoln, I'm gonna cut your tailcoat short here. They're not gonna. I don't know if Villarreal has the arm to get it there, but they could do the hook and ladder, get the lateral down there. So I will not cut your coattails off just yet. I got you.
Thank you. Also, I do want to mention my mom corrected me. I have been to Disney. I was lying to you guys. I'm sorry.
Why would you do that, Lincoln?
As a baby, I went. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Well, the only thing more magical than Disney World, I would say, is the Mustard Seed halftime show where me and Lincoln eat hot dogs every week.
We still do not have our hot dogs, so it looks like
Somebody
our
has
halftime
to
show
go.
may be in
Somebody
jeopardy.
has to go get us some hot dogs now.
It looks like Columbus East did not go for that big play I might have been talking about. They'll take it to the locker room.
So take us to halftime here. Score at the half: Columbus East 21, New Albany 14.
Really disappointed that I don't have a hot dog on
We're
standby.
awaiting the hot dog that we had during our halftime show. Miss Fisher is now on the move to retrieve said hot dogs.
We get 20
appreciate-
minutes, though, so
Well,
20 minutes in the extra 5 from New Albany.
20
when they
minutes
don't come
plus
out.
the extra 5 when New Albany is late coming out of the locker room. Cannot wait. Lincoln, we're going to take a quick break here. Not the full break while waiting on said hot dogs, but a miniature one. We'll come back, we're going to talk some ball, and then we're going to take the real break.
If the hot dogs are here
If
by
the hot,
then.
they better be. All right. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we return, it is the Mustard Seed halftime show right here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS, New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by Stephanie Young Counseling Services, Sword Sport and Wellness, and Sounds Unlimited Productions.
Sweet Stuff Bakery, Talk to the Tail Pet Salon, Tappins, Toby's Lawn and Landscape, County Councilman Tony Taran, Touchdown Business Solutions.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 2 Grand Piano, Uncommon Cups and Cones, Valley View Golf Club, Westmoreland Pharmacy, The Wishing Well Thrift Store, Wordsmith Bakery, Young at Heart Christian Preschool, and Your Salon of the Knobs.
This broadcast of New Albany Athletics on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 323 Inc., 413 Fitness, Abersold Forest, Amanda Braden with Schuler Bauer, Annie Lou's Pet Sitting Service, Auto Warehouse, Awaiting Serenity Massage Therapy, LLC, Be Kind Shirts, Bliss Travel Inc., Bulldog Tax Service Inc., Caesars Foundation of Floyd County, Calumet Club, Camp Quality Kentuckiana, Candy Pierce with Jan Schultz Realtors, Casa of Floyd County, and Chestnuts and Pro.
Welcome back to the Mustard Seed halftime show. Lincoln, I have bad news that you already know. We have not received said hot dogs yet, so we will have to actually.
It's an outrage.
I know, we have to actually do our job and talk about football, Lincoln, but
I don't know if I can do it. I'm not fed.
without my hot,
Feed me.
We are to reiterate RJ Long's message on his social media. You need to feed us. We need to have a full belly going home.
And we will. We'll get food after this.
That is true.
So.
I'm hoping we hit Jaggers on the way back. It shares my namesake. Don't know who owns it, but
Have you ever had it?
Nope.
So you're just going with it because it has your name.
It is my last name. I have I have no connection to the owners.
Last memory I have of somebody I shared a name with, he was very good at football, so
Lincoln Kerr.
Can't be disappointed. Somebody that shares your name sometimes. And I think I saw a hot dog retriever coming up.
Lincoln,
he's at the door, but
I think you're gonna go open that door for me. Okay.
You're the one standing up.
Okay, but I'm also on main play-by-play. She's knocking at the door. Go, Lincoln, go. Lincoln now marching towards the door to retrieve said hot dogs. This is absolutely exhilarating. Tragic news for the Mustard Seed halftime show. No halftime hot dogs this week. Lincoln now picking his headset back up to display his disappointment. Lincoln, I'm absolutely saddened.
I might cry.
Well, I guess we could do this this water review, okay?
Purified
water
review.
Recycle for the planet. All right, Lincoln. Crack open your water.
Cold.
Ice cold.
Like RJ Long.
All right, first sip. Wow, that's solid water.
I really needed that. I'm I'm not feeling the best today.
No, I think it's the smoke coming in from the pyrotechnics that are making me cough.
And maybe us singing some songs on the way
we
here.
we were singing along to NBA YoungBoy on the way up here. To my family members listening, do not listen to NBA YoungBoy in the car. I do not think you'd be pleased with my choice of music. Although I am pleased with my choice of music. I'm a big YoungBoy fan, Lincoln.
Me too.
Yeah, I think I don't know if his message suits all ages, but it suits me. All right, let's take a quick look at our first half statistics underwritten by the Villages at historic Silver Crest. Once again, your first half statistics are being brought to you by the Villages at historic Silver Crest. Lincoln, I'm going to do something I've never done. I'm going to start with New Albany. Mayfield just 2 of 6 passing for 4 yards here for Grady. Took it 1 sack for a loss of 10. Carter Rice 1 catch for 6 yards. Clay Kaiser 1 catch for -2. That is not where New Albany has gotten their offense. However,
let's hear it.
Rushing, New Albany has been on fire. Chambers 11 carries for 80 yards. Did have that fumble that really turned New Albany's momentum back on its head.
Well, not really. They did end up getting a pick 6 right after that.
Yeah, you're right. 11 carries, 98 yards, and a 6-yard touchdown for the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, R.J. Long. Kaiser, 2 carries for 5 yards. Would like to mention he did have a 43-yard pick 6. Clay definitely has made his mark on this game here tonight. Now for East, Villarreal has not had the night I was expecting of him, Lincoln.
It's because the New Albany defense has been scary. The New Albany defense has gone out there and made him worried, made him force the ball. They've forced 2 interceptions.
Well, we've called the New Albany defense some puppies.
They look like the dogs tonight.
They look like some mean, vicious, growling pit bulls tonight. Now, they have given up 21 points, but those were on shot plays to start the game. The defense was not necessarily settled in, so to say. Villarreal, like I said, he 3 of 7 passing, 79 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Also 2 interceptions.
Game similar to one of my guys, Jameis Winston.
I don't know I think Jameis would have more than 79 yards at halftime.
Well, he'd probably definitely have a lot more, too, if he was going against a high school team, but.
Well, I don't know. I feel like if you put Jameis on some high school teams, he might be completely neutralized.
I don't think so.
I think Jameis would. There are some high school teams in the country where I do feel like Jameis would have to resort to using his legs. You know, Jameis was a star.
Legs.
We cannot go into the details of why people refer to crab legs.
I think we have gone into the details actually, but it was
on
Morning Huddle.
We've talked about we did not talk about why Jameis. We did not talk about Jameis stealing crab legs on campus and putting them in his pants.
We can't go into details, though.
We can't go into details, but Jameis Winston did steal crab legs from a grocery store. But we still love Jameis here. Okay, back to –
let's talk about the game. Sorry.
Lincoln, you do this to me every game,
No, that was
man.
you.
How is that me? You called them crab legs.
No, I don't remember.
You could have called them J-Bo. You called him crab legs. So I had to elaborate on why he is referred to as
or you could have left it at that and kept people guessing.
Well, I remember one year in a fantasy football league, New Albany starting strong safety Deshaun Cunningham titled his team name J-Bo's Crab Shack, and I thought that was very, very funny. Okay, going to the receiving numbers here. Keaton Lawson burnt R.J. Long, 1 catch, 39 yards, and a touchdown, very efficient. Camden Shelley, 1 catch, 13 yards, and a touchdown here. And one of the more impressive plays of the season, Michael Jones, 1 catch, 30 yards, did not score.
Should have maybe got a score after that on the kick return.
He did have a kick return get called dead while he was just staying. I mean, he was just standing in bounds, and, you know, you hate to see it.
Really an odd call there, but.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I think that's one of those things. Obviously, you don't have the privilege of video review, I think that's when you let it play and then you make a judgment on it. I wouldn't blow it dead in the middle of the play. But moving on to the rushing numbers here, Miller 1 carry for -1 yards. J.D. Roder 8 carries, 33 yards. Roberts 1 carry for 7. Villarreal 5 for 31. Had a 4-yard touchdown earlier. I think the statistics really do tell you the story of the game here tonight. One guy that we do not have stats on, but I would like to point out, James Smith, number 54 for the New Albany Bulldogs,
I was going to mention him as well.
3 TFLs and a sack.
Yeah. And it was all around in the second quarter, I believe. He might have gotten one of the TFLs in the first quarter, but a solid game here from James Smith, who's coming in for an injured Caden Price. Well, I'd assume he's injured.
I don't know if he's
didn't
injured.
Say the exact reason.
He was playing basketball in weights today. I don't think he's hurt.
Well, I don't know what the problem is, but
he told me why he wasn't playing. And I forgot. I think he might be out of town.
Well, still, I think it's nice to see James Smith making a name for himself, having a big game. Really, one of the guys that's helped New Albany to a close half with Columbus East, because the big impact plays he's made has directly
Kept him
led
in the game.
2 turnovers later on. So, huge game for him, but also just the defense as a whole. You had Allen Ray's interception. You had Clay Kaiser's pick 6. I mean, there's a lot of things going right for this defense.
Yeah.
If they can continue it out of half, which I thought half was about to run down. I might have been wrong. It might have been just at 10 minutes.
It was
and then
10 minutes.
Then they I was about to say, it's kind of weird if they started it the band show.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna keep it a what I would call a $150 with you. Right? That means 150. That means over 100%. So that means I ain't lying. I was paying attention to this band halftime show the entire time.
Yeah, they're pretty good. So
a lot of moving parts here going on. I think I don't know what the theme they're going for is here. They got these. Lincoln, you know all the band terms. What are these?
No, I don't.
What are these things that are stood up? They got these boxes that kind of remind me of the Galaxy skin from Fortnite.
I don't do any of the moving around for.
You just play.
When I play, yeah, I just kind of sit in a room and hope I do well, and I do. But
what musician would you say your abilities most resemble?
I don't really know any musicians.
You know a single musician?
I know NBA Youngboy, and that's about it.
What instrument do you play?
I play bass clarinet, the big clarinet.
So your bass clarinet abilities resemble NBA Youngboy.
Yeah.
I think if Youngboy gave it a try, he could get it going. I was gonna say you're like Flea from the Chili Peppers on the bass.
No, I don't.
Well, you're kind of like him, but playing the bass clarinet. So that's very high praise.
I do like the Chili Peppers. I just don't know any people's names in any band, really.
I know them all. You got Flea on the bass guitar, John Frusciante on lead guitar, the best member of the band. Chad Smith really looks like Will Ferrell. Hold up.
I got to take a moment
to
appreciate
the
music
I'm
we're
taking,
hearing right now.
taken
Hold
aback by this halftime show. Lincoln, you're going to have to watch this for me. I'm going to do our job. Well, actually, I'm gonna watch Twin Tour Golf's Breaking 30 Challenge Day 19 on my phone and do the halftime show at the same time. That's called multitasking.
I'm not very good at that.
No,
I can't pay attention to 2 things at once.
I just have it on, but I'm dialed into the Mustard Seed halftime show. Lincoln, we've talked a lot about Lincoln.
Yeah.
I think we've been saved.
Whoa. Wait.
Are these hot dogs? My goodness.
No way.
Lincoln, we've been blessed with hot
Can
dogs.
it be?
Okay. Underwriting grants are starting now. I'm eating a hot dog. Goodbye.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: CLLB Law, Clarksville Little Theater, A Clean Start LLC, Cody and Neely Law Office, Copier Mart, Cornerstone Foundation and Waterproofing LLC, Derby Dinner Playhouse, Discovery Time 2.
EatSleepWrestle.com, Encore School of Music and Arts, English Roofing, First Harrison Bake, Floyd County Animal Rescue League, and the Floyd County Library.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Falula Makes 5, Friends of Adam Dickey, Full Moon Martial Arts, Glow Aesthetics, Grindhouse Pro Wrestling, Gum Heating and Cooling, Handy Storage, Heather Robinson Realty, HelpSellMyRV.com, Hoosier Action Committee, House of K Boutique, J. Allen Formalwear, Jason Bilal's Music, Jeff Strold Agency, John Waters Incorporated.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Call's Body Shop, Knights of Columbus, Kratz Sporting Goods, LP Marketing, Legacy Pizza, Libs Paving Company, Limelight Photography, Lorch Neville Ward LLC, Louisville Orthopedic Clinic, Louisville Telegrams, Lion Roofing, McKinney Law Office, Mansion 1886, Maple Manor Christian Home, and Mariposa Consignments.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Mathis Pharmacy, Maxwell's House of Music, Myers White Incorporated, Midtown Print Company, Miracle Method Surface Refinishing, Mustard Seed, City of New Albany, the New Albany Housing Authority, the New Albany Lions Club, the New Albany Professional Firefighters Union, New Washington State Bank, The Odd Shop, Olmsted Parks Conservancy, and Olive Tree Resources.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services and What Message Are You Sending? Paget Inc., Pearl Street Treats, Periago Orthodontics, Plainview Cleaners, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 502, Richard Poe Family Dentistry, Red Barn Antique Mall LLC, Remax Ability First, Elliot Quillo and Marlena White, Rubbin' Butts, Ruoff Mortgage, Sacred Rose Medicinals, Samsel Sound DJ and Videographer, and Shad Law.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsor: Schmidt Furniture, Schneck Mental Health and Wellness, Sharp Images Spa and Salon, Stephanie Young Counseling Services, Sword Sport and Wellness, and Sounds Unlimited Productions.
Sweet Stuff Bakery, Talk to the Tail Pet Salon, Happens, Toby's Lawn and Landscape, County Councilman Tony Taran, Touchdown Business Solutions.
Welcome back to the Mustard Seed Halftime Show on 88.1 WNAS, New Albany. Lincoln, we were doing our halftime show. We were getting scared. We were getting worried. We were even fearful.
But we were saved by the grace of
Miss Fisher.
Miss Fisher.
And some nice concessions workers. We did receive 2 hot dogs that Lincoln, I think, were I was very high on.
They weren't the hottest, but you know, when you can praise
They're
a
the
hot dog that
doggest.
isn't hot, they were. That might be the best hot dog of the year.
That's a perfect dog. I'm going to spoil my review. That's a 10 out of 10 hot dog. I am play-by-play for the New Albany Bulldogs. That was my favorite dog of the entire football season.
Might be a 9.5 for me.
Like anything like that, that hot dog was unfreaking believable. That thing was awesome, okay? It was, it was all the things you want in a hot dog, except for it being piping hot. But savory. It was very smoky. I got that out. It was a grilled hot dog. I got that. That was not a frozen frank that was heated up and then put into a bun. That was that. Maybe that's why we've been coughing. Is them grilling up hot dogs, Lincoln. But
worth it in the end.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, I would have to say that despite my cough and me actually having to do my job and do a halftime show, those hot dogs got to take the cake. That was a special hot dog performance, Lincoln. I don't know if that'll ever be replicated.
Truly outstanding performance by that hot dog.
Yes.
Truly proud to have seen that hot dog perform.
What?
That was a great hot dog.
You saw the hot dog?
Yeah.
So were you watching it as it went into your mouth?
I mean, yeah, I had to see where I was biting. Duh.
Is that your hand-eye coordination? You have to watch where you're putting your food in?
Yeah. It's not the greatest.
Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it, but Final rating here, Lincoln. I'm feeling very nice, and the hot dog is making me feel even better. I'm going to go a perfect 10 out of 10.
You know, I was going to say a 9.5, but I'm happy with the dog, and I'm happy with the game going on. It's a perfect atmosphere. I'm going to give it a 10, too.
A perfect atmosphere, perfect hot dogs, perfect everything. New Albany Bulldogs on taking the field with just 1 minute left.
Whoa.
The New Albany taking the field before their opponents. I have never seen this in my 3 years of broadcasting New Albany Bulldogs football.
Landon Keller still tending to that shoulder as it seems as he's walking out.
He's still dressed, though, and I just don't see a reason for him to go back in the game. It's going to put a lot on Brian Johnson, but I think Brian's up to the task. I do think Keller's a better mental and vocal leader, but Brian, he talks with his game. Talks with his pads. That's all. He talks with his pads and sometimes the crown of his helmet.
Hopefully we don't see that. I'm not trying to see anybody get knocked out and any personal fouls from either side.
My favorite play from Brian this game was on that punt return where he just laid a dude out for no reason. The Olympian was all right, but Brian, I think Brian was out for punishment. I guess you could say. A couple extra minutes now added on to the clock. Lincoln.
These extra minutes are added on for Columbus East, though. I want to point out. It's not
I think
for
it's
New
both
Albany.
of them. New Albany came out with a minute 14 left.
It's earlier than any other time they've came out this season.
Well, they say that the early bird gets the worm, that the early riser gets the prize. New Albany getting out to the field first before their opponents, the Columbus East Olympians, could set the tone for the second half. Lincoln, what do you think the keys to victory are in the second half for the New Albany Bulldogs?
I think we've seen the keys to victory from the offense we've seen, and it's feeding R.J. Long. You have to stick with that. You've seen how well R.J. Long has been playing when he gets the ball. Huge touchdown. He's getting big gains, but also give it to Jamal Chambers, too. We saw that one big gain he had. They're keeping this game alive, and so is that defense. So defense keep playing how they are. Offense keep giving it to your guys. Get Grady involved a little bit. Get the passing involved a little bit. Try to get those extra few yards. When it's short distance, just keep Columbus East guessing.
Couldn't agree more with you, Lincoln. I have received some news about my whereabouts tomorrow at noon. I will be playing in a golf scramble with my swim team buddies. Lincoln, do you have any predictions about my performance in said golf scramble?
Well, I know you're competitive. I don't know how good you are at golf. I know you watch it a lot, so – well, you're my guy, and you call me your brother, so I think I have to support you and believe you will do well.
Well, Lincoln, I'm gonna have to cut your wings short here. I am an awful golfer. I'll tell you that. You know, I do watch a lot of Tiger Woods when I'm supposed to be learning in class, but I do not model my game after Tiger Woods at all. I'm not expecting a big performance.
So you're having back-to-back golf performances on the weekend?
I guess that is true. We will not get into that on the air, Lincoln.
All right. I was just mentioning that.
Okay.
Is your golf career starting?
Nope.
No.
Okay. You know who I expect to have a big game is Keaton Lawson in the second half. How about him, Lincoln?
Man, he's good.
Elaborate.
I mean, I think you saw it when he burnt RJ by about 15 yards and caught it over his shoulder. And
twice.
Twice?
He burnt him twice.
Well, yeah, but the second time, Kyson Villarreal did overthrow him by a couple yards. But still, he's elite on the offense. You have to give it to him. He's taller than any player on the New Albany defense, on the New Albany team in general. So whoever you have on him, just toss it up, and he has a better chance at grabbing it than any guy does on New Albany.
I think one thing that could have helped New Albany would be in the locker room listening to What You Saying by NBA Youngboy. Definitely a song that will get the blood flowing, get you hyped up.
I like that song.
We listened to it about 5 times on the way here. So
we listened to a lot of his songs.
And we will be listening to him on the car ride back home.
Miss Fisher is upset with that, but she doesn't understand the musical talent of
the genius of Control Golden, Mr. Youngboy.
I was also going to use his legal name. We are on the same
wavelength.
Man, we are brothers.
Brothers from another mother, Lincoln. Gotta say, we have learned the name of New Albany's mystery kicker?
It is
Joe Abbott.
Joe Abbott.
Doing a good
Perfect
job.
on PATs.
Yep.
It's not Mondo.
Either he was the. It is not Mondo.
I always think about Good Burger when you say Mondo. I don't know if you've ever watched that movie.
I got problems with Mondo Burger, Lincoln.
Me too.
They tried to take Good Burger. My boy Ed came in, saved the franchise. Field at the 15 here. Bounce out to the right side. A lot of room here on the sideline. Joe Abbott knocking Turner out of bounds here. I do believe that was either Roder or Blake Moss. Lincoln, was it 21 or 26? Give me your word.
I don't know. I was just paying attention to Joe Abbott making that touchdown-saving tackle.
It's going to be coming back to the offense lining up. Holding on Columbus East.
That guy who was the mystery kicker saved a touchdown that wouldn't have been a touchdown, but still, play what you like to see. Doing whatever you can to help your team out, but they will be coming back due to a hold.
Well, my favorite ever play from someone kicking the ball off on a kickoff in terms of what they do to the returner would have to be Pat McAfee laying a dude out. I forget who we were playing or who it was, but I remember Pat McAfee absolutely lighting a dude up.
That's because Pat McAfee is awesome.
He's the man. And I'll tell you what, makes me mad when Colts fans diss on Pat McAfee, especially to support Zaire Franklin over him. I have my thoughts about Zaire. Tune into Morning Huddle Friday morning, 6 to 7:30 to hear my full thoughts on Zaire Franklin's attitude.
Talking about the man, we have the men coming out onto the field, the New Albany defense that we've seen do well to this point.
They are a collect. They are a plural.
They are a group
they are
of
a
men.
plural group of people. Villarreal. Screen pass to Jones. This one's going to be dropped. If New Albany's playing up closer to the line of scrimmage, R.J. Long probably has the second touchdown of the night with a pick six. We're up 2nd and 10 now for Columbus East. Lincoln, this offense has looked rattled and dysfunctional.
I don't know if we would ever stop talking about an R.J. Long pick six if that happened.
No, and I would definitely have to give him a fist bump in the hallway.
And I'd say good game, and I would not say anything more.
And he would smile and walk away.
Normally,
Chandre Oliver's drawn off sides here. See, that's the second time New Albany has been drawn off sides. By
it's the third time.
That is the third time because Alan Ray jumped at one time as well.
Well, was that a offside jump or was that a encroachment? That's the same thing.
I don't know. It's
the
same penalty. It's stupid when they
use big words to try and sound cooler.
It's the same thing. You know what it is. Neutral zone infraction, encroachment, offsides, they're all the same thing at the end of the day. 2nd and 5, Columbus East. Villarreal looking for Jones. This one is complete. Jones on the slant. Makes a couple of men miss. Weaving in and out. Fumbled the ball. And New Albany says they has it, and they do. New Albany with a big turnover.
Made the mistake earlier.
Oliver.
He had to make up for his mistake. The man they call Bro, huge fumble recovery, runs away with it. Don't know who forced the fumble. There was a lot of jerseys around there.
I saw Chandre coming in. I think he just grabbed the ball.
They were dancing around. It was Michael Jones dancing around. Heard some people scream, get the first down. Loses the football, and now New Albany in Columbus East half. Huge turnover only 23 seconds into the second half.
New Albany defense outforced 3 Olympian turnovers. Defensive, I do not know where this defense came from. It has not showed up like this for the season. It is here now. Handoff to Chambers. Going to fall forward. Gain of about 6 for Jamal.
You know, Jamal Chambers always falls forward for so many yards. It's not even he reached that time. I feel like he fell for more. They're going to say about 5 yards. I think he got more than that.
Well, I think Jamal is going to be holding the ball very, very high and tight. He did fumble the ball earlier in the game, reaching for those extra yards. But New Albany negating the fact that they did not get the ball coming out of the half with a big turnover at the Columbus East 42nd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chambers. Chambers stood up, still pushing forward. So O-line has to push him forward. Jamal Chambers going to fall forward for a first down. Gain of about 6 now for Jamal Chambers.
The New Albany team in general just finally looking like a good collective unit. The offense is moving. The defense is forcing big plays. This is an all-around performance by New Albany. And they're in striking distance almost to tie this game up.
You have to finish this drive if you're New Albany. I don't think you can win this game if you do not score a touchdown here. Mayfield hands it off. Chambers bouncing it out and be brought down for a loss of about 1.
Jamal Chambers bounced it outside when I thought if he just went up the middle, a lot less orange jerseys that way.
Kaiser now coming in for Chambers.
Where's RJ Long?
I'm confused.
I see RJ Long on the sideline. I know where he is, and that's not where he should be.
He's sandwiched between George Cannon and Max Clemish. I mean, RJ's been your guy all night long. 98 yards and a touchdown on just 11 carries in the first half. I think New Albany seems afraid to just really lean on a guy and pound the rock with him. 2nd and 11. Hand off to Clay. Nothing cooking here for New Albany. Going to be a loss of about 2. Now you're in a bit of a throwing situation, or you could run to set up the throw on 4th down, Lincoln.
And you know, I'd go for it on 4th down. I'm confident with how my defense has been playing. And can't kick a field goal, can't punt from here. You're going to have to go for it. So maybe try to get a couple extra yards, make it 4th. It would probably still be 4th and long, maybe 4th and manageable. But it's still a big play here nonetheless.
What I like is number 2, Michael Jones. For Columbus, he's been hyping up the crowd all night, bringing the juice all night long. 3rd and 13. Mayfield looking to throw. A screen pass to the left side. It's caught by Jalen Wells-Henderson. Jalen cutting up field.
It's going to be 4th and short.
It'll be 4th and about 4 or 5.
Not very short. It's 4th and manageable.
Well, it's all right.
They're giving him a 4th and 6.
It's a weird spot. I gotta say I'm concerned about RJ Long not being on the field for this possession. Big play here for New Albany, 4th and 6. Mayfield looking right, looking back to his left. The screen is dropped by Kaiser. The drive stalls out for New Albany after a big momentum-shifting turnover here. Coach Cooley showing his frustration on the sidelines. I think time is running out for New Albany, and the opportunities are running out for
They still
New
have a
Albany.
whole half to play.
Okay, well, I'm going to be honest with you. That's a spot. If you get a turnover
and then you
at the 40 and you stall at the drive,
that can take away a lot of momentum from you.
Your team. It's over.
Defense that has forced 3 turnovers coming out again, hoping they can force another for this New Albany offense to get back out on the field.
I would go right at Villarreal. Hand off to the right side here.
Could be holding. There's a flag right at the line of scrimmage.
Hand off 21, J.D. Rodert. Carey's coming back, holding on Columbus East. Well, I'll tell you, the morale of the defense is going to sink if they keep getting stops and the offense can't score. But the best option to score is number 34. It's R.J. Long.
I don't know why you keep R.J. Long out. I'm fine with Jamal Chambers running, but Clay Kaiser, a guy that's cold at running back this year. We haven't seen nearly as much of him as we did last year. Keep RJ in the game or keep Jamal in the game. Keep one of those powerful running backs you've seen do well this season in the game when you need them the most.
Well, RJ's getting more defensive snaps than Jamal, and Jamal's getting more offensive snaps than RJ.
I don't know why Jamal Chambers isn't on the defense.
He has 3 sacks this season. Villarreal handoff up the middle. Roder bouncing it out. Going to get about 10 or 11.
Make up for the holding part.
Yep, gets back to the original line of scrimmage and a little more. 2nd and long now for Columbus East. I got to say, your best chance to win is having Jamal on the field. Defensively, there's not a guy, well, besides maybe James Smith.
James Smith is looking nice tonight.
Big game. I think Jamal off the edge gives you your best shot. We got Grant Williams over there coming off the edge. It's Grant, and he's doing a bit of a twist combo with Roy Schaefer. I don't think that combo gives you as much pressure as just Jamal alone. Keeper for Villarreal, cuts up field. It's going to be a 1st down.
Great keeper there.
Yeah, brought down by Brian Johnson on the QB wrap. A power read there for Kyson Villarreal.
I mean, I don't think there's anywhere else you could go with that. Kyson Villarreal had to take it himself. Chandre Oliver was all over the original run. Kyson Villarreal, though, takes it himself for about 13 yards, I'd like to say.
You're going to give him 15.
I can't do math.
It's all right, man. I can't either. We were struggling in finite this
We
morning.
were.
But nobody was home to stop the option, though, for Villarreal. Handoff left side. We stood up here for a gain of about 3.
Personal foul by number 63 on Columbus East. It's going to be unnecessary roughness. Play was blown dead, shoved Clay Kaiser to the ground, and pushed him in extra time right after.
Well, the handoff was J.D. Roder. It's going to come back, just a mental error for Columbus East, Lincoln. East looks visibly rattled right now.
I don't know. They're moving the ball okay, but at the same time,
they don't look composed.
That's a bad penalty to have. I don't know where the personal foul for New Albany was. I'm not going to lie.
Are they going to offset the personal? Did they call it on Clay?
I don't see how Clay could have done a personal foul. Clay Kaiser was getting blocked into the ground after the play was over.
So so they're gonna call a dead ball? Okay, they didn't give a number for New Albany for who the personal foul's on. We know for East it was 63. It was Xander Taylor for blocking Clay well after the whistle into the turf while Clay was giving up on the play because the play was over. A cheap play and a dirty play. An offsetting penalty, but they're going to keep the play.
I don't know what's going on.
It's just, what on earth is happening? An offsetting penalty, you would replay the down.
I don't even think that was an offsetting penalty.
Well, they called offsetting personal fouls. 2nd and 7, Villarreal pulls it back. He's looking deep for Keaton Jones. This one is overthrown. I would have called a pass interference there. It looked like Isaiah Turner possibly got away with one there.
Maybe a little.
He was on what's his name? Keaton Lawson's hip the whole way.
Maybe a little bit of a
makeup
call on not calling that pass interference. He
did
trip him up as he was going up for the ball. Didn't look back for the ball once. Still said he was strapped up nonetheless. Called the incompletion.
Isaiah Turner did. He did throw up the seatbelt after it.
He didn't look back at the ball, so definitely not the best play to say it was a seatbelt on, but
I think he was definitely giving one there. Villarreal rolling out, looking right, feeling the pressure, stepping up, still feeling the pressure. He's going to throw to a wide open Michael Jones down the sideline. No one's going to catch him. Brought down at about the 3-yard line. A great play to improvise there by Michael Jones. Brought out of bounds there by J-Ron Kidd. A big momentum swing for Columbus East.
Looked like Villarreal was about to take a sack. There was a lot of pressure. Scrambles up, builds himself up in the pocket, and finds Michael Jones, one of his favorite targets.
Michael Jones has had a big night. 2 big receptions hit here to get East in the scoring position. I would assume a QB run here by Villarreal on the goal line. 1st and goal from the 2.
Not easy to stop him.
Nope. Handoff up the middle for East. It's going to be a Columbus East touchdown, J.D. Roder. Touchdown, Olympians. Now up back to a 2-score lead. New Albany squandering opportunities to win this game, Lincoln.
I mean, you go back to that offensive drive where it was stalled out. New Albany's just got to do something different on offense. I mean, the defense is trying everything they can do. They gave up a touchdown there, but, I mean, they've forced 3 turnovers. And I don't know if the offense has scored off any of those turnovers. I don't think they have.
No.
Because first turnover, New Albany turned it right over to Columbus East once again. And then second turnover, defense took it themselves. Third turnover, got it at the 40-yard line, got it around the 25, and then they stalled out.
Extra point is up and good. Your score, Columbus East 28, New Albany 14. We're going to take a quick break when we return. It's New Albany Bulldog football here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS, New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 2 Grand Piano, Uncommon Cups and Cones, Valley View Golf Club, Westmoreland Pharmacy, The Wishing Well Thrift Store, Wordsmith Bakery, Young at Heart Christian Preschool, and your Salon of the Knobs.
Welcome back to New Albany Bulldog football here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS. WNAS. New Albany, Columbus East. Broken play in the secondary. Got them down to the 2 for a 2-yard touchdown for J.D. Rodert. Gets them back up to a 2-score lead, 28-14.
Bit of an odd drive there. Kind of confused around the midfield position just before that big play from Kaiser.
It was one of the most bogus officiating moments I've ever seen. And I'm not going to be shy about that. Kaiser running up the middle. Clay has a seam.
There's a block.
He's going to take this all the way to the house.
There's
but
a
there is
block
a
in the
flag
back.
in behind the play. This one's coming back.
Block in the back for New Albany. The touchdown will get taken back. This has happened to Clay Kaiser twice this season now.
What was the first one, Brownstown?
I think
Indy Lutheran. It was Indy Lutheran.
Yeah. I can't remember for sure, but I'll go with what you say.
I didn't see the penalty, Lincoln. Did you see what they...
It's a block in the back.
Well, I know it's a block in the back, but on who?
I can't remember who it was, but it was right at the 20. It was he literally
right when he made his cut.
Yeah, he literally threw it right at them. He might have hit the players that were called for the foul.
Well, it's disappointing now for New Albany. You get a big momentum swing like that, and you get it taken back.
And that drops your momentum even lower than it already was, I believe, now.
He plays 10-yard line. New Albany, a long ways to go now.
I mean,
offensively,
I don't think that block in the back makes a difference. I think without that, Clay Kaiser still would have gone for a touchdown, so it's just a mental error by the return team for New Albany. Now the offense will take the field, the 10-yard line, and we've known New Albany within their own distance from the end zone. They've never moved the ball well.
34, R.J. Long back in there at running back. Mayfield hands it off to Long. R.J. falling forward, now being pushed backwards. I think R.J. got back to the line of scrimmage. Dallas Dykstra in on another tackle. He has to be closing in on double digits here.
Had a very good game so far. He's had a lot of tackles in a lot of these games. Definitely a game changer for Columbus East.
You're going to give R.J. a gain of 1 on the carry. It's R.J. up to 99 yards. Hand off to Long. R.J. going right, being pushed forward. It's going to be a first down, potentially for R.J. Long.
I think he's a yard short.
I think forward progress is a first down. Line of gains is 20. They're going to give him the 21, a first down.
There we go.
For R.J. Long.
Past the century mark.
So give R.J. 108 yards on the night. I think you give it right back to 34.
I don't disagree. I think you just keep giving it to him.
Well, it's not rocket science. You got a dude.
Hand it off to your best player.
Give the ball to your most lethal weapon offensively. Good things could happen. R.J. hits a gap on the right side. Breaks a tackle. R.J. Long down the sideline. A first down gain. Took a rough hit. See if R.J.'s all right. He is. It looked like R.J. was hurt. I think he was just joking around with his buddies.
Coming out for a play real quick. I think he might have been disappointed he didn't get that one in the end zone. I mean,
he had a lot of himself. He had the hole and was brought down from behind. But now what I'm concerned about is that R.J.'s taking his helmet off and probably will not see the field for the rest of the drive.
Looks tired, though, and Jamal Chambers will take over.
But everyone's going to be tired, though, in a football game. Handoff to Chambers. The right side stood up. It'll be a loss of about 1 now for Jamal. No offense to Jamal Lincoln. He's a great player. He does not provide – he does not give you a chance to break as big of a run as R.J. does.
He doesn't give you that initial burst that R.J. does. He's very conservative reading his blocks, always tries to stay behind them as long as he can. sometimes you just got to run up and try to get as much yards as you can, which is something R.J. Long does. When his blocks aren't going well for him, he just makes something happen on his own.
That he does. 2nd and 9 now. New Albany. Pass is complete to Malik Whitfield for a gain of about 4.
Bobbled and then complete.
I think if Malik catches that one initially, he falls forward for a bigger gain.
Definitely could have turned upfield towards his outside shoulder near the sideline. Gotten up close to a first down possibly, but now
3rd and 6 now for New Albany. Long sitting on the bench with his helmet off. He can only look on and watch. This drive that he has started, he will not be a part of to its end. Mayfield takes a snap. Hand off to Chambers. Chambers is going to be stood up at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, you know, if Grady Mayfield kept it right there, I think everybody was running down, collapsing on the line to get Jamal Chambers. Grady Mayfield had a field wide open in front of him. There was nothing but green grass if you were to keep that.
It looked like an option, too. And Grady, and I think that's what Cooley is telling him right now. Grady.
Sometimes you got to take it yourself, man.
Well, he had a touchdown if he kept it himself. Cooley letting Grady hear it on the sideline right now. New Albany is sending out the punt team. I don't want to be the contrarian to everything. I think you kind of have to go for it at this point in the game. Timeout.
They might be bringing the offense back out.
Timeout was called by Coach Cooley.
Or now they're bringing in more players.
Only had 10 men on the field. Ball was snapped over Kaiser's head into the through the goalpost. So the good thing that Cooley called that timeout.
You realize in the intimidating smoke casting over the field now?
Well, that's from the fireworks, Lincoln.
Yeah, that's a cool vibe though. I thought I might mention that.
Going into the 4th quarter, I would have to say it's pretty intimidating.
New Albany offense, as of recent though, has not been intimidating. I mean, it's intimidating when RJ was running the ball. He kept moving it. He was doing all he could, and then you take him out.
2 first downs, and you take him out and have him take his helmet off to get ready to go play corner. It's the last call for ice cream here in the stadium, so
kind of wanted some of that at the half, but
that's just greed.
I
You got
like
a
ice
hot
cream.
dog, you got free water, and
hey,
now you
after
want
school,
ice.
you told me you were going to eat ice cream, so what's the problem with me eating ice cream?
Well, because the ice cream, I bought it, and it's in my freezer.
Well, I could have bought it, and it could have been in my stomach.
That's not true. Punt here by Kaiser. It's a good one. Fielded by Lawson. It's going to be dropped down by, looked like J-Ron Kidd, Brian Johnson, and Landon Keller.
I think that was mostly Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson was all over that the second he received the kick.
We're going to take a quick underwriting grant break here. When we return, it's New Albany football here on 88.1 WNAS, New Albany.
This broadcast of New Albany Athletics on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 323 Inc., 413 Fitness, Abersold Forest, Amanda Braden with Schuler Bauer, Annie Lou's Pet Sitting Service, Auto Warehouse, Awaiting Serenity Massage Therapy, LLC, Be Kind Shirts, Bliss Travel Inc., Bulldog Tax Service Inc., Caesars Foundation of Floyd County, Calumet Club, Camp Quality Kentuckiana, Candy Pierce with Jan Schultz Realtors, Casa of Floyd County, and Chestnuts and Pro.
Welcome back to New Albany Bulldog football here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany. While we were at the break, Kyson Villarreal with a keeper for a gain of about, what are they going to give him, Lincoln? What's your guess? 9? Looks like very close to that first down marker.
That's something that New Albany's got to do on offense. You see Kyson Villarreal effectively keep the ball to himself sometimes. Reading the play, that's what Grady Mayfield has to learn to do on offense. I mean, talking about it last drive, they had the chance to just run him, and he would have gotten, I don't know how many yards, but
there was grass to work with.
they're giving
artificial
him a first down
turf.
now.
Officially marking. Okay. First down for Kyson Villarreal
Guess
on
I
the
was
keeper.
wrong.
1 carry for 10 yards on this drive. Villarreal Out to Lawson. Lawson breaks the tackle down the sideline.
He will be gone.
No one is going to catch him. Keaton Lawson, 67 yards to the house. Breaking a tackle on the screen pass. That might put this one away, Lincoln.
Big touchdown from Keaton Lawson. It was a screen pass. There was nobody on him. And
there was. He just made him look like
yeah, it's weird, though. I feel like New Albany's just had so much cushion. They give Columbus East so much space on these passing plays, and then when you go for a screen and your guy makes a move, he's gone.
Well, especially with a guy like Keaton Lawson, who we know he's 6'5", he's very lengthy. He also has the speed to burn you. You have to have outside contain on those screens. So, I mean, New Albany does not have extra point for Nihalani is up and good. I don't want to be pessimistic, or I don't want to be the contrarian, but I do think that ends the game for the New Albany Bulldogs.
I mean, a game that looked close coming out of the half. They had that turnover that could have given them a tie ball game in the third. It's turned into a nightmare. It's 35-14. They've scored 2 touchdowns unanswered since coming out of the halftime break. New Albany's looking lifeless on both sides now.
Well, somebody who's full of life is Keaton Lawson. You know, if I told you going into with a minute 48 left in the third quarter, he would have 2 catches, I would have thought you were well, if someone would have told me that, I would have thought they were crazy.
No way he only has 2 catches,
Well,
dude.
I'm looking right at the stat sheet, Lincoln. He has 2 catches for 104 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's like Randy Moss on Thanksgiving against the Dallas Cowboys. Except Randy, what was Randy, 3 for 154 and three tuds? Okay.
I thought Julio Jones did something similar to that as well.
Probably.
And like you said, it was on Thanksgiving, and I think, like Thanksgiving, you got to keep feeding Keaton Lawson.
I would have to agree with you. He's their best player. He's been available all night long.
I don't know. Michael Brown is very good too.
Michael Brown, yeah.
Michael Brown.
Yeah, I just had to get that one in over you. Kaiser fielding the kick, 5-yard line. Kaiser reading his block, big block by R.J. Long, putting a guy into the turf.
Now I want to see R.J. Long
stay
on the field right now.
Let's see. R.J. is staying. Nope. Jamal's coming on.
I don't get it.
Well, statistically, R.J. Long has been what you would call a bit of a monster here tonight for the New Albany Bulldogs. 14 carries, 124 yards. The only offensive touchdown tonight for the Bulldogs.
First offensive touchdown since Providence.
R.J. Long has 2 of the 3 offensive touchdowns for New Albany this season.
2 of the 4 touchdowns, I would even say. I mean, I know 3 of them are offensive, but when you've only scored 4 touchdowns and one of your guys has 2 of the only touchdowns you have, how can you go away from him?
Yes, that is mathematically correct. He has scored 2 of the 4 total touchdowns.
Maybe I am good at math.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Finite Monday morning. It's going to be a false start for New Albany. Pre-snap penalty. I'm going to have to delay of game on Grady Mayfield and New Albany offensively. I
wasn't looking at the play clock,
okay.
So
Well, New Albany went to a full huddle with 30 seconds left on the play clock. I don't know what else you would expect.
They're moving back 5 yards. It looked like play action there for Grady Mayfield. Something we haven't seen a lot this season, but we might see it on this drive. But
I can guarantee
just spoiled
it
it
would
right
work.
there.
Nope,
not that time.
Hand
it off.
Hand it off up the middle to Chambers for a gain of 2. Let's look for RJ on the sideline. RJ is looking.
Between 12 and 17, who
BK is 17, and then 12 is, I'm not going to pretend like I know.
I don't know my roster top to bottom. I'm sorry.
Good thing I have the roster in my hands. Let's find out. That is Braden Roby. Mayfield mishandles the snap. Mayfield rolling to his right. Throws it to Malik Whitfield on the sideline. I think Malik actually caught that.
It's called incomplete, though.
It was Malik caught but out of bounds.
I believe that was a catch.
I think they called it a catch, Lincoln.
I don't know. I saw the ref Signal his arms as it was incomplete.
We're as confused as everyone in the press box
Well, I
is.
mean, that's definitely not as significant as the
Does not
incompletion
matter.
called last week, but
Well, Lincoln, I think it's about as significant as the incompletion last week because they both have no effect on the game.
that is true.
Mayfield, going to his right, pass complete to Malik Whitfield. Malik makes a couple of men miss. Malik still on his feet. A big gain, 12 yards on the completion for Malik Whitfield and a New Albany first down.
7:40 Monday morning. I'm going to give him a fist bump for that one.
Malik he's in our finite class. We talked to Malik about football and NBA Youngboy.
NBA Youngboy for the first time today, that was.
Yeah, that's true. Hand off right side, Chambers. Chambers hits a gap. Jamal breaking a couple tackles. Jamal still on his feet. Inside the 30. Jamal inside the 25. Knocked out of bounds at the 22.
Man, these running backs are good.
Well, that's an understatement. But I'm not backing down from my feelings about what needs to happen at the running back position. I think you rest Jamal defensively, rest Jamal for his defensive snaps, and then go to RJ more offensively. We do have an injured Olympian down on the field. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, it's Bulldog football here on 88.1 WNAS, New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: CLLB Law, Clarksville Little Theater, A Clean Start LLC, Cody and Neely Law Office, Copier Mart, Cornerstone Foundation and Waterproofing LLC, Derby Dinner Playhouse, Discovery Time 2.
EatSleepWrestle.com, Encore School of Music and Arts, English Roofing, First Harrison Bake, Floyd County Animal Rescue League, and the Floyd County Library.
Welcome back to New Albany Bulldog football here on 88.1 WNAS. New Albany, the voice of the Bulldogs. It was Isaac Fields down for the Olympians. Was able to walk off under his own power. I think he might have gotten the wind knocked out of him. He might have taken a crackback block there.
Might have taken a Cam Kuiper block. From how we've seen him lead block, could be a good guess on who
it was
blocked
the
him.
Cam side of the field, and RJ Long now back in the game for the New Albany Bulldogs.
I feel like that's what they always do. A big run for a running back, you take him out.
Well, I actually like this because I like when RJ's in the game.
Me too.
Mayfield, hand off to RJ. RJ cuts up field. RJ to
RJ
the
Long.
corner. RJ, his second touchdown of the night. A 23-yard score for RJ Long makes this a two-possession game. Say his name. He appears. He does big things. RJ Long, second score of the night.
Just keep feeding him.
You have to. He's the best player on the team.
You know, I'll argue it till I die that he is the best player on the team. I've had to argue between Jamal and RJ.
It's RJ. Like, I like Jamal at running back as much as anybody. RJ Long is the man.
I don't like him as much as I like RJ Long at running back, though.
I like Jamal coming off the edge.
Which we haven't seen
at all. I don't think Jamal has had a defensive snap all game. Kicked by Joe Abbott. Extra point is up and good. This makes this, once again, a two-possession game. I do think New Albany is out of this one. But, like, I do like to brag on myself. I said 38-21. We're very close to that. 35-21. Joker and the Thief coming over the loudspeaker here tonight.
Did I say 42-21 or 49-21?
I don't remember.
We'll see.
I'm just saying, I think the like I said, football is not simple, but it's not overly complex. High school football is simple.
Run the ball.
Not just run the ball.
Give it to your best player.
Give it to your best player. It's like, you know that saying, we're doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. It's called insanity. You do the same thing over and over again with RJ Long, you get the same result, but it's really good.
It's good insanity.
I think that would negate the insanity. I think that makes us happy.
Because the saying, it's like, it's insanity, but I mean,
you are doing the same thing over and over again. You're taking him out and stalling out a drive. I think New Albany could have a tie game.
That's insanity. Taking him out and stalling a drive, that's insanity. But if you keep feeding him the ball, that's good insanity.
They must not think RJ's in shape. Because it's like RJ will get 4 carries and get taken out of the game.
He'll get 4 carries for 30 yards and then get taken out of the game.
And break 10 tackles and get up and mark a first down and then sprint off the field. I think he's fine.
Get a sip of water and watch the drive stall out from the sideline, but that one was not solid. Big run from Jamal Chambers followed by a big run.
Kickoff by Clay Kaiser, a very short kick. He's also going to make the tackle.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Short kick, though, but makes the kick, makes the tackle. What can he do?
I don't know the answer to that. We're going to take a quick break when we return. So, well, not the fourth quarter yet. 25 seconds left remaining here in this third quarter. Take a quick break when we return. It's New Albany Bulldog football here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
Broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Falula Makes 5, Friends of Adam Dickey, Full Moon Martial Arts, Glow Aesthetics, Grindhouse Pro Wrestling, Gumma Heating and Cooling, Handy Storage, Heather Robinson Realty, HelpSellMyRV.com, Hoosier Action Committee, House of K Boutique, J. Allen Formalwear, Jason Bilau's Music, Jeff Strold Agency, John Waters Incorporated.
We
Welcome
suck
back
at our grant break timings.
That is the second time this season we've gone to a grant break, and an opposing team has scored a touchdown during the grant. That said, grant break, that was Brody Miller, who to this point in the game had 1 carry. He now has 2, and that was a 65-yard touchdown for Mr. Brody Miller. I'll tell you what, the gap up the middle, open like the ocean was splitting in half for him, okay?
I mean, that's definitely a good way to respond to an opposing touchdown from R.J. Long. You just take it yourself for 65 yards so that you can also do it.
I think Brody Miller's tired of hearing underwriting grants, and he wanted to prove us wrong. I'll tell you what, because we ran over on underwriting grant once this game, and Villarreal got a 10-yard run for a first down.
Brody Miller wanted to one-up that.
He wanted to make us look extremely unprofessional by scoring a touchdown, and I scolded him for that. I'm just kidding. I'm never going to be mad at somebody for making an awesome play. Big touchdown run there by Brody Miller.
Let's not go to a grant break quite yet, because now we know.
Yeah,
everything can happen.
The grant breaks will be discontinued. I'm just kidding.
We do have to do those.
Well, we have to, and we want to. We love our local businesses that provide us the funding to do what we do here at 88.1 WNAS. I think it's a team that FC should be beaten by more than that. That's what I'm going to leave it at.
I don't know. I think winning by 20 is a good win
They're
no matter what.
They're better than 20. They're more than 20 points better than Jeff.
I agree, but you got to take what you can get.
Not when you're trying to compete for something bigger than what they've been competing for. Kaiser feels this one. Takes that to the 22. To be flung out of bounds here. It's number 5, Joel Murphy, on the tackle. New Albany offense coming back on the field after a 23-yard touchdown run by R.J. Long.
And you would assume 34 would be walking towards the field, but he looks
He's
like
dapping up Clay and seems content to stay on the sideline.
I don't know if he's content. I think he's just being made to stay on the sideline, which I don't like. You just saw him score big touchdown. You don't put him in the game.
Only 8 seconds remaining, though, in the quarter. I'm not.
I think we got to see New Albany go back to that dual back split that we've seen them do in the past. It worked well.
I disagree. I don't think it creates. I don't think it creates blocks down the field. Because you take away a wide receiver in that set, and RJ's best work is when he's running to the sideline. Handoff left side. Chambers stuffed in the backfield by an orange ocean. It looked like Beej Asher in there on tackle. Throw up the 4s. We are entering the fourth quarter here. Columbus East with a commanding 42-21 lead over your New Albany Bulldogs.
I said 49-21.
That's great, dude. We'll take a quick break here. When we return, it's New Albany Bulldog football here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
Athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Call's Body Shop, Knights of Columbus, Kratz Sporting Goods, LP Marketing, Legacy Pizza, Libs Paving Company, Limelight Photography, Lorch-Neville Ward LLC, Louisville Orthopedic Clinic, Louisville Telegrams, Lion Roofing, McKinney Law Office, Mansion 1886, Maple Manor Christian Home, and Mariposa Consignment.
Welcome back to New Albany Bulldog football coverage here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
Cooper, you mentioned Penn State earlier, and, I mean,
They did just play the Penn State song, Lincoln. That is true.
they did.
I
can't remember what exactly you said for Penn State. I think you were mentioning.
I said that Beaver Stadium is overrated because it is. You put Ohio State in Beaver Stadium, they win every time. I'm tired of acting like Penn State is at home is unstoppable when they are the most fraudulent team in the top 10 every single year.
You know who does look unstoppable?
Who? RJ Long. Goodness gracious, man.
I mean, I think we both agree on that.
I don't know if he's quite unstoppable, but we'll see. Handoff up the middle of Chambers. Jamal breaking a couple of tackles. Jamal breaking into the open field. Chambers, 2 men to beat. Chambers across into Columbus East territory inside the Columbus East 40-yard line, turning into a running back duel here between Columbus East and New Albany.
RJ Long coming out on the field, flexing at Jamal Chambers after that big run. This is a fun duo to watch.
Very, very fun. And I'm sad it's the last year that we're going to be able to watch it, Lincoln. Because after this, we are officially old people.
I think I might keep up with the stats of RJ Long. I hope he does well.
All right. Hand off to RJ Long. RJ breaking a couple tackles. RJ getting into the second level. Long breaking another tackle here. Gain of 11 for RJ Long. No win, lose, or draw tonight for the New Albany Bulldogs. You have to be impressed by the effort that RJ Long has put onto the field. We're going to call him short of the sticks?
I thought he got way past the sticks. I'm not too sure about that.
Oh, yeah, sure. 2nd and 1 now, a 9-yard gain.
I think he might want the chance to prove he got the first down with this next carry he might get.
I guarantee you he's getting the ball. Handoff up the middle to RJ Long, a stiff arm by RJ.
And he got the first down.
He did. Well, let me do these quick maths, Lincoln. You know, that's what I'm best at. It was a 55-yard carry by Jamal Chambers getting New Albany down the field. I'm getting crazy looks here. He took it from the 19 to the 36. Hold up. That's 14. Hold up. Excuse me. 31-14, 45-yard gain by Chambers. Fake handoff to RJ Long. Going to be pitched around to the outside of Malik Whitfield. Going to be brought down for a gain of about 4. I don't like getting cute. I say you give it to your best player.
Not a play we've seen at all this season. Kind of got me. I knew they were going to Malik once I saw him run back, but like you said, you're seeing how RJ's playing. You're seeing how both running backs are playing. Give it to one of them.
Like I've said, it is not astrophysics. It is very simple. Handoff to RJ Long. RJ misread his blocks there. Get a gain of about 1 or 2. The gap was there for RJ. That's the first time tonight I've seen him truly miss a hole. If he bounced that outside of Cam Kuiper set the edge very well there, the tight end position, to give RJ a lane. RJ now coming out of the game on 3rd and 7. First time tonight he's missed his gap for a big touchdown run. It seems like Columbus East is pumping in noise here on 3rd down. That is not the crowd. There it goes. Sound's cutting out. 3rd and 7. Mayfield takes the snap. Rolling left. Looking over the middle of the field. Mayfield's going to step up to run. This is going to be close. It'll be a gain of about 5 for Mayfield.
It'll be 4th and very short. I think if he went with that earlier, he would have got the first down. There was a wide open field in front of him.
He looks very hesitant.
He was hesitant. Took a moment.
That he does.
You just keep that ball. You're getting the first down.
Well, he was looking. He kept his eyes downfield because Jalen Wells Henderson was going back over to the other side of the field.
Stayed covered. And
Grady
then he
was
went for it.
No, he was wide open. I just think Grady didn't want to throw back over the middle of the field. 4th and 3 here. It's going to be, I believe, a neutral zone infraction.
Carson Gallion.
I got a 5 in AP lane. Can't say infraction. What were you saying, Lincoln?
It's offsides by Carson Gallion.
Well, I think he knew it immediately. He jumped and sat there.
Well, the Dogs will get a first down out of that. So that QB keeper from Grady ended up helping out to get them close enough to get a first down from that offsides penalty.
Mayfield rolling right, scanning, looking in the end zone. Mayfield backing up now, and it's just going to take a sack, I believe.
No, he pitched it out to Cam
Pitched it out to Cam Kuiper. I don't know what I was looking at. Lincoln, I'm telling you, it's my senior year is getting to me. I am now.
You're going to need a walker the next time we have a game.
Either that or I'm going to need binoculars. I just missed an entire pass.
Something we've seen a lot from Grady when looking for Camden Kuiper. He just kind of pitches it out to him for a few yards.
Well, we saw it once in a scrimmage.
Well, no, we saw it last week.
Did we?
Yeah.
It's my old age again.
I think we saw it twice last week. I think those were both the Cam Kuiper's catches from last week.
Lincoln, I'm going insane. It's happening.
Okay, man.
Handoff up the middle. Chambers, Jamal plowing forward. He's going to be down to the 1, and they're going to give him the touchdown. I thought he was short.
I think he reached over. The ball was about even with the line, giving him the touchdown. And, you know, New Albany's probably
out of this game, considering Columbus East is going to milk this clock. But
they're putting points on the board that they haven't been scoring this entire season. This is an impressive performance by the offense nonetheless. But there has been times where they've had some bad stall outs where they could have scored.
The offense is both the reason they're in this game and the reason they're out of this game. So I'm going to leave it at that. Kick up and good. Make this one 42-28. We're going to take a quick underwriting grant break when we return. It's New Albany Bulldog football here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS, New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Mathis Pharmacy, Maxwell's House of Music, Myers White Incorporated, Midtown Print Company, Miracle Method Surface Refinishing, Mustard Seed, City of New Albany, the New Albany Housing Authority, the New Albany Lions Club, the New Albany Professional Firefighters Union, New Washington State Bank, The Odd Shop, Olmsted Parks Conservancy, and Olive Tree Resources.
Welcome back to New Albany Bulldog football here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany. Lincoln, you said it to me during the break, but it looks like I would assume New Albany's going onside here.
Well, I'm not too sure, but I did hear Mr. Grubbs yelling very loud, booming voice. Coach Grubbs. I heard him yelling, "Keep your stuff on" to the offense, so I would assume that could only mean that they are trying to get the offense back to the field.
It's actually a very subtle message to the opposing team to
yell as loud as you can.
Yell as loud, yeah. You proclaim as loud as possible to tell your offense to keep their stuff on. The offense has taken their stuff off. Grady and Malik both have their helmets off.
Maybe they were tricking me. They were.
By Abbott. The sail out of bounds around the 13. It's going to give Columbus East the ball at the 35-yard line.
Now I feel like a fool. Maybe I did misread what
Maybe
Coach
he was trying to trick Columbus into thinking they're going an onside kick. It's actually a great mind game tactic, Lincoln. He even fooled you, and you're never wrong.
I'm wrong quite often, but it's okay.
I was being sarcastic.
I know. It's okay.
Well, now you're out sarcasming my sarcasm because I didn't understand you were being sarcastic there. I'm telling you,
Feels
Lincoln.
like Guardians of the Galaxy.
How does it feel like Guardians of the Galaxy?
There was a clip between Rocket and Star-Lord. They kept talking about sarcasm in a way. Can't remember the exact conversation, but
well, I feel like if I was a Guardians character, I'd be Drax, but
I do like Dave Bautista.
I also like Batista. Villarreal kicks it out. Right side. It's going to be a gain of about 15 here. Once again, Keaton Lawson on the reception.
Quick screen passes have been eating this New Albany defense up. We saw that one earlier to Keaton Lawson, went to him again. Not as big of a play as he got earlier on the screen pass, but I think when you have 3 receptions, 2 touchdowns, and over 110, 115 yards to this point, you're probably pretty happy with your performance.
He's such a hard player to scheme for. He can beat. We've seen it. He's beaten us deep. He's beaten us underneath on the screen just by using that breakaway speed. He's a very great player. Villarreal keeps up the middle. A lot of space for Villarreal. Villarreal kicks it out to the left side, reading his blocks. Villarreal down inside the 20, going to be brought down at the 18. A big gain on the keeper for Kyson Villarreal Lincoln. This New Albany defense looks extremely gassed.
Something I've been wanting to see all game, one of those big read options from Kyson Villarreal. Really what we were seeing from him last year, those huge read options leading to big gains for him. I don't know how much that was. I'm not as quick at math as you are, but a big game for Kyson Villarreal got them down into the red zone when they were at the 50-yard line, I believe. So it'd be around
Gain of 32.
yards.
You are a mathematician.
Maybe
I'm
I am.
telling you, it's your year. Come on, senior year, you're being good at math. You all be loading up the box here. Handoff up the middle here. You'll be brought down by Mr. Brian Johnson. That was J.D. Roder once again on the carry.
I think they gave him a gain. I don't know if he got a 2-yard gain off of that, but
I gave him about 1.
It's what the sticks say. I'm not on the field. I can't see it as well, but
see, I think you should stand on your you should stand 10 toes deep and stay by your decision.
I am.
All right. Well, I think you're wrong.
Maybe I am, but that's okay.
New Albany loading up the box once again. Villarreal. Handoff up the middle. Roder. Gain of a couple, but a flag down on the play.
Stopped up by Allen Ray and Brian Johnson. We'll see what the flag is. I'm not too sure. It's from a
so, okay,
east.
A false start, but you let the play through. To quote NBA YoungBoy, that make no sense.
We've quoted NBA YoungBoy a lot. We've even talked about him a lot, too. We've had full-on conversations about NBA YoungBoy today.
I don't know if he had a full-on conversation. His name has appeared.
There was some during halftime.
It's my old age. I don't remember.
I mean, to quote YoungBoy again, you could say Kyson Villarreal so far. Now. You could say he's hot now.
Okay. Well, I already got 38 baby out of the way for Cam Kuiper.
You got that out of the way.
I let us off with the young boy reference, and you're ending it for us.
I don't know. You might get another one in there just to beat me.
I won't. That's bad radio. Villarreal gonna keep this one and be stuffed up.
Well, I mentioned Villarreal was doing well, and then he gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So maybe I just cursed him. I'm sorry, Kyson Villarreal, for that.
I don't think it'll matter.
Yeah, it's 3rd and long, and there's 5 minutes left. They're up by 2 touchdowns. And they're still just outside of the red zone. This is still, I think, 4th down territory. You get a first down here, game's
pretty much over.
Definitely over, I would think.
And they've shown the ability to get chunk plays on 3rd down. I think the one that really set the tone for the second half that East was not going to lose this game was the big broken play to Michael Jones. Villarreal pulls down on the read, rolling to his right. It's going to be caught down inside the 10-yard line by Camden Shelley. Caught a touchdown earlier in this one, extending this Columbus East drive. 4 minutes, 38 seconds remaining here. Columbus East knocking on the door.
First down by about a yard. Great play there by Camden Shelley. Gets him a big first down. And I was about to say New Albany, Columbus East now inside the 10. Don't know what they'll do. I mean, we saw a 4-yard tush push from Kyson Villarreal earlier. I think if you
it wasn't a tush push. No one pushed his tush.
It was a 4-yard sneak. Maybe you could sneak it a few times in a row for 7 yards.
I have my opinions about the tush push. Tune in to Morning Huddle Friday morning, 6 to 7:30. Villarreal keeps up the middle, bouncing off a couple of tackles and brought down inside the 5.
I think it's a good play.
The tush push?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good play.
Unless they line up in the neutral zone, which they're not supposed to do.
They do that a lot, but the tush push is not an unstoppable play. R.J. Long in there on the tackle for the Bulldogs. The tush push is not an unstoppable play. It's just the team that is real good, has a quarterback that squats 700 pounds and the best line in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's almost like you'd be able to get a couple of inches on a play. 2nd and goal now. Columbus East knocking on the door. New Albany 4-yard line. Villarreal hands off up the middle to J.D. Roder. Another touchdown for Roder, his 2nd of the night. It's going to add on to this Columbus East lead. Here comes the Pyrotechnics. From our right side. Like, I haven't seen the fireworks yet. I can only imagine how beautiful they look.
I'm just hearing the booms now. I haven't seen a firework at all. I've just seen the smoke that drafted in.
The smoke that is going into our lungs and making us cough.
Yeah, throat's kind of sore. I'm hoping that the food we get on the way back can help me out in some way.
I'm hoping that ice cold Coke Zero I get on the way back
from Jaggers will be very good.
will satisfy my thirst.
Putting that wish out there in the air, maybe somebody would.
I think we've already done that.
Yeah, we have.
Niholani's extra point is up and good. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, it's New Albany Bulldog football here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors. Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services, and what message are you sending? Paget Inc., Pearl Street Treats, Periago Orthodontics, Plainview Cleaners, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 502, Richard Poe Family Dentistry, Red Barn Antique Mall LLC, Remax Ability First, Elliot Quillo and Marlena White, Rubbin' Butts, Ruoff Mortgage, Sacred Rose Medicinals, Samsel Sound DJ and Videographer, and Shad Law.
Welcome back to New Albany Bulldog football here on the voice of said Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
A lot of points on the board.
That is true. I did not think New Albany would get into a shootout this year.
I don't know if it's much of a shootout. It's
49-28 is a high-scoring game.
I wouldn't say it's a shootout.
Okay, well, it's not a Big 12 shootout from 2012 where they both score 70 points, but for a high school football game, it's a high-scoring game.
I don't know. I normally count shootouts as a close-ish score, but, I mean, New Albany definitely scoring a lot more points than we're used to seeing.
Kaiser feels a kick inside the 5. Clay scanning the field. Cutting to his left. Clay cuts back upfield. Clay with a gap. Kaiser going to be down at the 33-yard line. Looks like Jamal Chambers is going to be starting this drive off as a tailback. Jamal did score his first touchdown of the season on the previous drive.
He did. And the 28 for the New Albany Bulldogs is 11 more points than they've scored in the first 4 games of this season. So really adding up the point total that was less than pretty to look at before this game. Going to look a bit more respectable after it, but.
Well, it's a Columbus East defense that has struggled mightily all year. 42 in their opener, 52 in their second game, 34 to Seymour. They didn't give up any points to Jennings last week, so. Handoff. Chambers cuts upfield, breaks the tackle. Jamal still on his feet. Be close to the first down for Jamal. He ran over his own man there at the end of the run.
Is that Eli Gum?
I think that was Eli Gum.
I talked to Eli Gum in the hallway today.
Never met him.
Pretty funny dude, but he just got trucked by Jamal Chambers on that run there. Jamal trucked the Columbus East defender and Eli Gum.
Eli Gum, who was blocking for him. Handoff back to Chambers. Jamal breaking off a couple of tackles. Won't get out of this one. He's brought down by Christian Austin, a linebacker who I would have to say has been all over the place. A couple TFLs. Another one right there, a big hit on Jamal Chambers to get him down. You know, the first tackler getting him down is something very impressive due to his physicality.
That's true. We don't see yeah, I was just about to say you don't see Jamal get tackled by the first guy very many times. It's normally 2 to 3 guys that have to stop him.
Hand off Chambers. Chambers with a gap. Jamal running up the middle, going to be close to the sticks.
Like I said, it takes a lot of guys to stop him.
Well, that's about 4 Olympians on Chambers there. It's going to bring up 3rd and short now. Chambers coming out of the game.
Our guy coming in.
Our guy, R.J. Long. 3rd and 1 for R.J. Because I would put a fair sum of money on him getting the ball here. Although I wouldn't because that is illegal.
You are a minor. You can't gamble.
That is true. Hand off to R.J. R.J. up the middle. R.J. with the first down. R.J. breaking a couple of tackles here. Gain of about 10 for R.J., 9 or 10.
You know, I saw a lot of jerseys, and I saw Cam Kuiper come out of the middle, and I thought it was R.J. Long for a split second, and I was like, oh, he's gone for another touchdown.
I hope R.J. gets another one in.
But got a good gain there.
Extends the drive now for New Albany.
2 minutes to go.
Hand off. R.J. up the middle. Can't get off of the first tackler there. Just That's some extra shoving after the play. Lincoln, I was looking at my roster. What happened?
Argument between RJ and another player. I don't know. We might see unnecessary roughness or a personal foul on both sides once again, like we saw earlier when we thought it was one person, could be both once again. Looks like Clay Kaiser will come in. Are they thinking about taking RJ Long out?
It was Greg Kraft talking to RJ. It's going to be on New Albany. Unsportsmanlike conduct on RJ Long, so I'm assuming he had choice words for Greg Kraft.
And then I think he just said something to a ref. There's another flag on the field, unless I'm mistaken.
That is another flag. RJ is livid right now. He's on the sideline arguing with Coach Cooley. Coaching staff trying to calm him down. But I feel that for him because he's had the best game of his life.
You're going ballistic, and you're still down by
three scores.
Whoa.
Same wavelength, I'm telling you.
Down by 3 scores. You're doing everything you can, and then somebody says something to you after you're having one of the best games of your career, I would say.
I don't think he's upset about the penalty. I think he's upset about the situation in the game. Another unsportsmanlike hunt on New Albany.
And it looks like we're being told RJ Long was ejected from the game. He still has his helmet and whatnot on the sideline. So
what could he have possibly have said to get ejected from the game?
New Albany has lost. I don't know.
Hold up. Hold up. This might be a record. Hold up. It's gonna be first. And hold up. Can they adjust the scoreboard, please? I don't want to do the math. 2nd and 38 for the New Albany Bulldogs. Chain is saying first down. Mayfield throwing it deep for Jalen Wells Henderson. Ball batted away. Jalen pushed off as well.
Joel Murphy had a chance to get that pick after the tip. Perfect tip drill there. He just didn't react to the ball that was right in front of him. Good play nonetheless.
I'm wondering how RJ got ejected from the game.
I don't know.
Did he say something?
I think he might have said something to a ref.
That's whatever. Whatever. Game's over. I just don't think – I don't know why you're ejecting a dude when it's a 21-point game with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Handoff to Kaiser. Clay cutting to the left side. Clay cutting back upfield, making a couple men miss. Gain of about 10 for Clay. Lincoln, I'm a bit confused because the chain says third down. The board says also third down now.
Maybe they're messed up now.
They messed up. 3rd and 28.
You know, Clay Kaiser just got what would have been a first down.
3rd and 28. I'm sorry to any Atlanta Falcons fans listening to the broadcast who just got PTSD from Super Bowl 51, where they did blow a 28-3 lead in the at the end of the 3rd quarter to the New England Patriots because of ref ball and cheating. But, you know, I digress. People will call Tom Brady the GOAT till the end of time. It is Patrick Mahomes. I will stand on this until I die. Mahomes doesn't have to literally cheat to win games.
I think it's Chase Brown.
No, I think it is Pat McAfee. Mayfield slinging it. Complete to Jalen Wells Henderson. This will be all for nothing here. Gain of about 17 for Jalen.
You know, New Albany got about 25 yards, but still short.
That's
over
the
10
longest
yards.
second down I've ever seen. I've been watching football I'm 17. I've been watching the game for about 12 years. That is the longest yards to move the chains I've ever seen in my entire life.
Was that 4th down?
The board said 4th down. The chain said 3rd down. I believe it was 4th because the Columbus East offense is taking the field.
I think when RJ had the many penalties on him, they might have lost it down.
Did RJ set a record for the most penalty yards in one play? There might be an intentional grounding that takes that away.
Hey, maybe RJ Long just set a record for longest penalty play that isn't an intentional grounding, and it looks like Kyson Villarreal will line up with his guys take a knee. Will be the first knee that
And
he'll have to take.
We'll have to take another snap in victory formation.
An impressive performance by Villarreal after those early interceptions, came back and really played well, moving the football with the screen passes and his QB options. Always had a good option when he would take it himself. He sees the field very well.
He had a bit of a shaky game. I think that says a lot about the composure of this team. He was able to compose himself and eventually bring it in for the Columbus East dub.
We just got blinded. The lights are
The
in.
lights did come on, and 64th Street is being activated for the post-game fireworks here. Are they done?
No.
Nope, still going with the post-game fireworks.
Maybe a few more.
Another one. There we go. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Are
Are they going to do one for every point they scored?
There'll be a long draft to follow.
They're still going. Keep going. Are we done? Okay, welcome to the Handy Storage post-game show. The final score tonight, 49-28, Columbus East moving on to 3-2 on the season, undefeated in the Hoosier Hills Conference. New Albany falling to 0-5 and 0-2 in the conference. Lincoln, we're gonna do this post-game show like we do Morning Huddle. We're not gonna waste time, okay?
We have a lot of yards to go over for both teams, I would say.
That is true. The most points put up in a single game this season for New Albany. Well, that is true.
This is the most games they've put up all season. I mean, this is more points than they've had the entire season. So, definitely, I don't know if I'd say it was a good sign. You still lost by 3 scores, but you put points on the board that's
something, yeah.
That was over 14.
But, Lincoln, you know what we do not do?
We don't waste time.
That is true. It's time for the post-game statistical recap underwritten by the Villages at historic Silvercrest. Once again, this statistical recap is being underwritten by the Villages at historic Silvercrest. It was another rough night for Grady Mayfield at quarterback. He did not turn the ball over, which it's a good sign for him. We'll do these quick math right here. Grady was 7 of 14 passing here tonight. Definitely his most efficient game of the season, Lincoln. So once again, there's good signs, but at the same time, if your offense plays this good, you should not lose the game by 21 points.
Well, I don't know if it was really the offense playing super well. They did do good, but they were also the reason they lost this game. The stalled out drives, the play calling where they would take R.J. Long out of the game when he was on fire. It just doesn't make sense. You keep the guys that are on fire in the game. You keep your good players in. You don't take them out. I think the game could have been closer if you gave the guys who were hot the ball.
Well, they had 439 yards of total offense.
New Albany?
Yes. I think the offense had a good game.
Is that more offense than that might be more offense than they've gotten since.
That's more offense than they've had the whole season. So.
And I think a few games from the end of last season.
Okay, we don't waste time. Here we go. Cam Kuiper, 1 catch for 3 yards. Malik Whitfield, 2 catches, 19 yards, 1 rush for 2 yards for Malik. Carter Rice, 1 catch for 6 yards. Clay Kaiser, 1 catch for -2 yards. Jalen Wells Henderson, 2 catches, 25 yards. Keep it rolling. This is where the numbers really pile up. Jamal Chambers, 24 carries, 198 yards, and a touchdown. R.J. Long, 19 carries, 171 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Not much more you can ask for from your 2 best players. I'll say that. Clay Kaiser, 4 carries for 13 yards. Flipping it over because, like I said, Lincoln, we do not do.
Waste time.
That is true. All right. Tyson Villarreal, 197 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the game. It was definitely a weird night for him. He started out looking like he was in complete control, fell apart for 2 drives. He hit a wall, and then he brought it back. So, I'm very high on him as a player.
That's a player you like to have, though. You have those 2 turnovers, you're looking shaky, and then you overcome it, and later on in the game you prove that you're still
the man.
That guy. Yeah.
Keaton Lawson, 3 catches, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. Camden Shelley, 2 catches, 25 yards, and a touchdown. The smoke from the fireworks is overcoming my lungs, and I'm fighting a cough right now. But moving on, Michael Jones, 3 catches, 78 yards, had a really impressive catch early on. Rushing, Brody Millard, 2 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown. That's about as efficient as you're going to get. J.D. Rodert, 13 carries, 55 yards, 2 touchdowns. Solid game for him. Roberts, 1 carry, 7 yards. Kyson Villarreal, 9 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
Cooper did take that cough
I did
break.
take that cough. I muted my mic so they wouldn't hear it, and you said it anyways.
Well, you mentioned it.
It was for comedic purpose. I'll allow it. Okay. Like I said, Lincoln, you know what we do not do?
Waste time.
Okay, it's time for the Touchdown Business Solutions player of the game. I'm speed running. Columbus East, it's Keaton Lawson.
I
and
agree, Keaton Lawson.
For New Albany, it is R.J. Long.
I'm going to agree. I think R.J. Long and Keaton Lawson are pretty
unanimous players of the game. I think if I don't like Jamal getting more carries than R.J. because R.J.'s a better running back than Jamal, but Jamal is a better defensive player than R.J. So Jamal accumulated more yards, but R.J. It kept R.J. in the game. He probably would have had like a prime Eric Dickerson stat line with 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, but I digress. So like I said, we do not waste time, and now we will get you back to what I would say is a pretty solid eclectic mix of music here. Tune in next week.
Agree.
Very, very eclectic mix. We got everything you could possibly want. So do not change the channel. I know most of the people listening are either my family members or Lincoln's family members, so they're going to go to bed. Do not go to bed. Keep listening to our music. Next week, normally going to Silver Creek in a game that I think is very, very approachable for the Bulldogs. Thank you for joining us tonight for the Handy Swords postgame show. The Bulldogs will pick up next Friday against Silver Creek, as mentioned. For Lincoln Stevens, I'm Cooper Jaggers saying good night.